And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra, special, big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to the garbage truck driver. I'm gonna just put my garbage outside. Shout out to the AC technicians. Shout out to the engineers. Shout out to the school teachers. Once again, big up to them. Shout out because they go through so much, boy. Shout out to whatever your profession is, the nurses, medical field personnel, period. Nurse, doctor, CNAs, you know the rest, all of the above. Shout out to whatever your profession is, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. And here we are on a beautiful Monday morning, and the chat is open this morning. The calling number is there in the chat, but I couldn't pin it because I had to pin our sponsor's name for this morning, which is Soninka Limited. So I run this commercial before. I have a few commercials for Soninka, and I'm going to run this commercial. So allow me a minute to run the commercial. This commercial right here, let me set it up. If you're in Jamaica, because the company cater to Jamaica, and they have people on the ground that can get your lighting up and running. They'll come, they'll install it, they'll teach you how it works and everything like that, and you don't have a JPS bill. A lot of people in here on this audience, you have Jamaican counterparts, persons in Jamaica that you care about. Could have done a granny yard and granny need little light car down the dark and she living at the hills, or round at your house where you have a Jamaica, but you're not there all the time. But when you're there, you want it to be well lit and all these kind of things. She's on the island. They are on the island, Soninka Limited, and they have persons that will get out to you ASAP. Mention SouFLoTV for a steep discount. All right. Now, this is the little commercial. It don't look so good here, but you will be seeing it attached along with another one because I made a new one for them attached to some of the videos that we'll be putting out this week. See? Some on the seat already, some on the never see it before. This is the lighting that Vicky called Moon Pan Stick, because they're that bright, right? All right. So here we go. Let's run a little commercial and then we get into our morning thoughts show.
All right, my SouFLoTV audience, let's take a break from our scheduled program and let's get right into this. You know, I've been wondering for the longest, why has Jamaica not gone totally solar yet?
So bright it is.
Jamaica has powerful sunshine all year round, and people are in darkness in certain areas, especially in rural areas, and they've been that way for decades, waiting on government to install street lights.
Stick.
Soninka solar lights. These are commercial grade lights, perfect for rural areas, perfect for dark corners and lanes, perfect for the backyard, the front yard, down the road, driveway lighting, stores, perfect for the farm, waterproof and remote control. Make your surroundings safer. Jamaica has sun all year round, and you will have no problem keeping these lights charged. Did I mention that they are commercial grade and they are remote controlled? You don't have to wait on government to install lights. Some people in some areas have been waiting for decades, literally decades, and they are still in the darkness. These are easy to install. Get in touch with Soninka and they will do the rest for you. And the best part is this: you don't have to pay a monthly light bill. No, this not gonna bother you like a JPS bill because it's charged by the sun. So take yourself out of the darkness now. Increase your safety now. Get in touch with Soninka Solar and thank me later. Come on, man. Watch that. All the contact information is right there for you. IG, email, phone number, which you can call by WhatsApp, which is free globally. Go on. Get yourself out of the darkness and into the light. Back to our regular scheduled program at hand.
All right. You see how the light bright? Jeez. Anyhow, here we are. Big up to Soninka. I have pinned their contact information in this chat. So if you scroll back to the top of the chat this morning, go to the first comment, you will see that it is pinned there as the information that you would need to get in touch with Soninka. You can buy it for somebody for Christmas. One of your people them at Jamaica need some light around them house and stuff. Trust me, it's a really good gift. And again, you don't have no GPS bill or anything like that, and it's easy to install and remote control from the ground. Y'all see how them bright? Vicky call it moon pan stick because they're that bright. All right. I already did the intro. Shout out to the people going out to work and all these things this morning. Big up to everybody being here again. Let's give thanks one more time for being out and about this Monday morning, feeling healthy and strong. And you know, we're not in a nobody hospital, and we're not in nobody, or well, they're not digging no grave for us. They're not preparing any casket for us or any funeral procession or anything. So we have to give God thanks, right? I'm up and feeling good this morning. Shout out to Angel D for being the first one in this morning. I appreciate you, Angel D. Thank you. Sharon Spence is here as well. Miss Goldie Robinson is in the building with us this morning. Lisa Watkins, King Biggs, Audrey Wright, Vicky Victory. Big up yourself, Vicky. Elaine Brown says morning, Uncle. Morning, Elaine. Yard Media Uncut TV in the building. Big up yourself, Yard Media Uncut TV. Thank you for being here. Lady J, Marcia Walters, Marilyn Grant, Kai Tai Jai, Empress Crystal G, Cena Sexy, Kaz Robinson, BM, Onika St. John. Bro Shaka is in the building. Bro Shaka, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Lisa Watkins, Lester Steph Banches. Karen Notice says morning, SouFLo and family and everyone tuning in. Enough blessings to all. Up, up, up. Purple Royal was with us this morning as well. Erica Dean is here. Karen Mason. Listen, if me not call your name because your name is in white, then don't feel no way. All right? So I open the chat this morning for everybody to come in, but me still I got big up some of the people them who are in green. Don't feel away. It's still love same way. All right. We got a lot to talk about this morning, but you know, mainly talking. I wanted to start off the video. I didn't want to internalize this brother pain this morning, but you remember last week when I told y'all, say, I wanted to start this whole men's session thing where the man them can have a safe space where they can come and talk to each other and all these kind of things. I don't know. I think the world has gone crazy as far as it goes with men. Like, men are not loved anymore. You know, back when I grew up, you know, the man was the man of the house. You see, if he was a good man, your community respected you fully. The children in the house respected you fully. Your woman showed you respect to the utmost. Nowadays, it's like man are just dash away. Nobody really cares about men's mental health. There was a brother on Instagram that was crying out. I know them kind of cry there. I can't jump around and help everybody that's crying because me have to cry sometime too, and there's nobody there to help me. So sometimes I have to strung up and just go through, right, as a man. However, his kind of crying seemed like one of them I'm going to end my life kind of crying. And he said something about these are his last words or something. And you know, after watching him and reading the comment section, I said to myself, yo, I actually did a post after for those who follow me on Instagram. And the post said, nobody don't care about we. As men, nobody cares about us. I know somebody is going to say, my children do and my wife do. Yeah, okay. Your wife do. Make your hood stop work. Make money stop coming and you can't help pay the bills. Make certain things. You are loved on condition as a man, right? Same thing for your children. They'll love you to death. Remember what Chris Rock said? Chris Rock said, as a man, you better be keeping some receipts. If you want, keep your receipts. Because down the road in the future, if things should fall apart, you're going to hear that you never did nothing, right? And it's easy to dismiss you as a man, and mommy will still get all the praises anyways. I'm just saying, it's rough out here for men. And a lot of men don't have the, how should I say it? They don't have a circle. They don't have a circle that can protect them and, you know, a safe space for them to go and vent and break down and cry. Hey, boy, where you cry for? You a girl? Eh? Are you a girl? Stop the crying, youth. Woman and picnic cry. Big man like you over here, and nose not around. Wipe that off of your face, man. Both you cry. And that's how we get treated, right? We've been told since we were little boys to shut up. I'll cry. Eh? Just cry, you're crying. Leave that to your sister, man. I even find myself saying it to my boys sometimes. What you crying about? What are you crying about? Leave that to your sister. Let your sister do the crying. You're a boy. You're going to grow into a man, right? Stop the crying. Some things you have to learn for us. Deal with. And then I realized that it's because I was raised the same way. So I have to dial back on that, right? And start actually getting into them head, figure out what's going on with them and all kind of things. Men commit suicide at a way higher rate than women do. Way higher rate than women do. And, you know, I can attest to the fact that especially the men who are good men, or try to be good men, them are the one who always end up kill themselves or something. It's like they take on so much, right? And you have to worry about the family and their safety, and you have to worry about our retirement funds, and you have to worry about this and that and the other. And anything happen is you to be blamed, and anything happen is you have to pick up the slack, and anything happen is, and you have to worry about so many other people before you can't even worry about yourself. So men like those, they eventually end up internalizing so much, taking on so much, and then end up kill themselves because them can't handle the pressure, right? And it's a lot of pressure out here. Brothers need to talk to each other, share with each other. See, there's I want to play the video for you. I'm queuing it up right now as I'm talking, so I stutter a little bit. But when I saw his video over the weekend, I thought to myself, this is exactly what I was talking about right here. Because Mrs. Somebody said, then I what could have caused this? Let me tell you, brother, something. Wait, you know what? Let me play his video first, and then anybody out there who knows him, I'm still trying to find his contact. Come, just want to reach out, right? See if I can be of assistance in any way. I hate seeing people go to the brink, and then everybody just type, "May God be with you," and leave, and then a week later, front news is front page. He was found hanging from somewhere. Not speaking of death over your life, my brother. I'm just using it as an example. And there are times when we could help, when we don't help because we don't care. And a lot of the times is we're too busy with our own lives. Now, a week later, when headline says this man is found hanging by his neck in a room in I'm house, in I'm garage or something like that, that's when everybody is like, damn, so him really did I go through something for true? Oh, God. Then why I never talk to somebody? Well, he was trying. He was trying to talk to a lot of people. Nobody wasn't paying no attention. So the man just go kill himself, right? They reach out. I usually see this when women reach out on social media. Nobody ever says anything about stop bringing a problem come on social media. You know what they say? They say, oh my gosh, she's going through a lot. Somebody help her. God be with her. It's very sympathetic, right? It's very sympathetic. And then I don't care if, let me give you a good example. A woman on Jamaica stuff came up. I believe she had 12 children by 12 different men or something like that, right? I think it was 10 kids by 10 different men or something like that. But there's a whole heap of number and a whole heap of picnic and a whole heap of different man. And if you see everybody was trying to help her and oh my God, and them I cuss you too, Cause me over there, I try inject logic. I'm like, well, I wouldn't mind helping, but 12 picnic by 12 different man or 10 picnic by 10 different man, that says a lot. I think it's time for you to like tie it off and get yourself together kind of thing. Them cost me. Move on, go front over here, someone. If you don't have nothing good for say, don't say nothing at all. Either you're gonna help or you're just gonna scroll by. But that's all. Don't do nothing else. Because they don't even want to hear words of wisdom when it's a woman. A brother came out now, and the brother had have 4 picnic. Yeah, have like 4 picnic or something like that, and he's like a father of 4, or a single father of 4, a young youth. Which part the mother for him picnic them? They are the mothers for his children. I don't know. I don't know if he's walking around breeding up woman and them just carry the picnic them come give him and say take care of that and gone. I want to live my life. I'm still young, kind of thing. That happens a lot, by the way. But when the brother got on the same platform that woman was on, the careless woman with the 1 bag of picnic them with 3 girls, King David, 3 girls, father of 3 girls. Right. When the woman with the whole heap of picnic and the whole heap of man for each picnic, I think she even did have more baby daddy than picnic. I don't know. But when she came on the same platform, whole heap of sympathy and cushioning and, bring them come mama, cause every child is a blessing and a bless God bless your womb and all these things. All God dropping it, I bless God bless your womb, your pum pum bless your womb, bless your good. The brother have him 3 daughters them and him a beg for little help, right? As a single father, young youth. When so many young youths nowadays just a rip and run. Yeah, me have 10 picnic, what them there? I don't know. But we have 10 or 10 me get. This youth trying to be a father to his 3 children. He reaching out asking for some help. The amount of lick this brother get, I was just internalizing the comment section. I couldn't even take it no more. Somebody just come off of the thing. That's to show you though. That society don't care about you. See? After this brother talk, I'm going to sum it up with a message to my brothers out there concerning this, because we're not going to stay on this for too long, but here we go. I want you to hear him. I hear what him I go through.
Talk my last word. But
talk my last word.
Only you alone know, Almighty God. Yo, big up to my 3 daughters and my son. His name that he love me, son. I mean, alone I wear my shoes. I mean, alone I go through the pain. I mean, alone I go through the sweat. But Almighty God, oh guide me. Leave me want my brother. No. I mean, I'm not sure.
She know now though.
And I'm a father, man, I'm a brother.
Them know now though.
Yeah, no. The pain of me, I'm not you. Oh, Holy God, Almighty God, you know. Only you, God. I will never.
The brother ball, And I saw a lot of women in the comment section. What could have caused this? One woman said, me can't take him serious because him have time to stand up there and hold camera and cry. I said, wow. Me can't take him serious because him have time to stand up there and hold the camera steady and crying at the camera and looking at the camera while him a cry. Next. This is how easily we get dismissed. I'm seeing some information in the comment section like his baby mother just died. I'm aware of that. I learned yesterday that she died of renal failure, right? And you don't know how that go already. Yeah, when your kidney them shut down by you and then dialysis and then, death follows shortly after, especially if it's to the severe stage. He's a tattoo artist as well. I learned that yesterday as well, Vicky. I'm looking for his link. His link me I look for. Because I see a lot of people I said them know him, he's from their community, this, that, and the other. But I don't have a direct link to him. So I look a direct link to him to say, sometimes you can be, sometimes it's not even about money, Sometimes it's about somebody just being there for who are a good, strong reasoning with you. Not just people who pass you every day. That's why I tell people, man, check on your people, but don't be checking on them passing by in full speed. All right, boss. All right. Yeah, all right. Okay. How you doing? All right. Good. Gone. Like, you didn't even stop to hear me say if I'm doing good or not. You just assume I was going to say good and you just gone by your business. That's how much people care, really. Right? Let me tell my brother something. One, I would prefer for you to hold a camera, crying at the camera, let it all out, than to hear say you're going to kill yourself. Right? I would prefer for you to come do all that. And they're going to ridicule you. Because guess what? Social media is the worst place you can bring your problems come to as a man. Worst place. You're seen as weak. You're seen as, look hyper, fame or beg money or something. Man not say nothing about no money. The man is going through some struggles in life. He never said me a struggle and me need some financial help and me a beg somebody help me pay this and help me pay that. The man just a ball out and I say, Almighty God, in the language of tears, which only God understands, in my ball. Sometimes it's just a strong reasoning needed, a feeling of being connected to somebody. He said, I want him mother know when I go through him, him not even him father. and him brother them, which tells me he has a family. If he didn't want them to know, them sure know now, right? I hope they wrap themselves around him, man, as family and save him. Because when man start talk about them last words and all these things, I'll never forget, my brother was making preparations to go and I didn't even see it. My brother used to collect music. So when you talk about old Bass Odyssey, CD them and these kind of things, Stone Love Dance, Clash them and these things from way back when, way before his time, because he was younger than me, way before his time. He used to collect like vintage Jamaican stuff, right? And I had just come home from the army. I was in Europe at the time. Just came back from Iraq. That tour was in Europe at the time. Forward come out Florida. So let me check in on the family and stuff. And when we reach, I noticed my brother was giving away all his things. And I'm like, nah, my brother loves slow music, right? Like 80s, 90s soul music. He was a lover boy kind of thing. So all the Luther Vandross and the Aretha Franklin and all that, Peebo Bryson and a theme kind of thing, them there. Stuck of that. Dancehall, sound system stuff, stuck of that. When him pack up all them stuff one day and come and say, you can have these. I said, nah. I said, I don't want them, Jim. You don't want your personal things. These are things that you love. Why are you giving them away? The man said, I don't really need them no more still. Could I tell you? He was gone just a few days after that. I don't really need them no more still. About 2 more days after that, gone. You understand? So the signs are always there. I'm telling you all the signs that you can look for. You can look for them starting to pack them things and give away them things. You can, and you have to say to yourself, say, the way how this man I love in music collection, if you pack you up and get to just saw something off. My brother used to be the jovial one, the one that make everybody laugh till your belly hurt you. The week I was around, the man no smile or laugh or nothing no more. The laugh gone, joke gone, smile gone, just like in a whole different place. And I was like, wow, no joking, no laughing, no smiling, no nothing. This is the only person that used to talk. This was my person to speak to. My person to speak to about any. Let me tell you, me and my brother talk about everything. When I lost him, I lost a lot because there's nobody else I've ever met in life where me and them can talk about every single thing. Even if me and you are close, we might talk about a lot of things, but we ain't never talked about every single thing. Me and my brother talk about every single thing. Y'all give your pum pum and you're all dead in the middle of the something, and y'all panic. Me and my brother talk about everything, yo. The big girl next door, me didn't really want to crush it, telling her, but the way she going, boy, I say me go over there. I couldn't even turn up and say me shame. And you know, we talk about every single thing. Everything. I don't have nobody like that no more. I don't have anybody like that anymore. Yeah. So when I lost him, I'm telling you, man, value your people. But I didn't see it. I was so busy running, ripping and running. I remember my brother looked at me, you know, and him said, you came to save me? Just like that. He said, you came to save me? I said, nah, Jim, listen. You can't save who don't want to save themselves. Remember, I know my headspace is still in combat zone headspace. My headspace is still in a combat zone headspace, so I'm still rough. I'm extra rough to a regular civilian, right? As an infantry frontline fighting soldier, I done seen and done some whole types. My headspace when I came back was, yo, fix up yourself, man. You know, I can't save who don't want to save themselves. Get yourself together. Let's go. Pull yourself up by the bootstrap. Let's move. Hear me, I tell you. Not everybody tough like that, my friend. Not everybody is tough like that. Some people, the pressures of life will crack. Some of the closest people to you who you think are the strongest, they are going to crack. They are going to crack. Right? I don't know what make me able to deal with it, but you know, nothing in this universe is by accident. So I think maybe, just maybe, if I had not done those years in the military, been to war, all these things, that I would not have had the mental capacity to deal with it when I lost my brother. And I immediately have to go identify my everything. Yeah, I can't walk on through how the story go all along. And man, listen, The gist of this is this. People don't care. When you're a man, people don't really care about you. That's why I'm going to tell man say, if you ever find a woman that genuinely care about you, you know, you see some man out the road and you have to wonder if them really have a woman, and they do have a woman. Face full of blackhead and pimples, food in him beard, booger hang out time nose, crossing him eye, but him drive a nice car though. The woman who I'm there with, she no business about him. She don't look at her man face. She don't say, damn, babe, come here. Because you represent me, right? I can't have you going outside looking like that. Clean up your face, man. Take out the food out of your beard. Clean out your nose. You know, see booger all hang out of your nose. All the hair them in your nose, overgrown, I touch your mustache shape. Cut the hair them out of your nose. Something. When you find a woman who actually care about your youth, brother, man, you better hang on pan her like one time. You see when them fishermen they throw out them thing and the hook actually really catch a fish. You better hang on pan her like say I saw she hook your ear, because they're few and far in between. Few and far in between. Everybody is gonna come to you for your strength because you're a man and you're supposed to have strength. And everybody is gonna come to you to hook their sail to your ship because it's heading somewhere because you're motivated and up and a go-getter and you get it and you're ready to go. Everybody are gonna come to you for them excitement and them fun and all that. You're going to be depleted at some point. So surround yourself with good people. You're going to be depleted at some point. Just take the glass of water, pour a little, pour a little, pour a little, pour a little, pour a little. That's you helping this one, helping that one, taking care of this, taking care of that. Pour a little, pour a little. What you notice happen? The glass end up empty. That's you. You are the glass. When you end up empty, you better hope any of them pour little, they can pour little back into you. That's what I try to tell you. So it's very important to keep good people around you. I don't play with people, you know. I don't play with people at all. I prefer to be by myself. That's why when I tell you guys, it's the freaking weekend, baby, and I say it's a beautiful weekend. Go out there, surround yourself with people you love, people who uplift your vibrations. If you don't have those kind of people around you, don't rush nobody. Go spend some time by yourself and learn to love you and learn to meditate and strengthen your mind. Life is like this. Life is going to give us lemons. You know the whole cliche saying you have to make lemonade? Well, I know everybody can make lemonade, my friend. Some people sit down there and suck the bitter lime till them depressed and end up chuck off, right? But life is like that. It's coming. It's going to come. A part of the human condition, living here on earth. Tragedy comes with it. Life is joy and pain. But I know everybody can handle the pain. I remember when my brother passed, I didn't even have time to cry. I'm me the man. I didn't have time to cry. After me see how my mother dive head first into the wall when I told her, first thing in my mind was like, yo, that woman your mother or what? I that me say, you know? Because the way how the woman dive head first in the wall and let the wall blow and let out a rotted scream I will never forget. I said, damn. Something inside of me said, you can't cry. It's not your time to grieve. You have to make sure your mom is okay. Then you gotta go contact your sister. Make sure a 3 picnic my mother have. 3 picnic for your husband, 1 man, right? The 3 away, 3 same last name, 3 DNA, come through the same woman, everything. When one would drop out, it was hurting. It wasn't like, yeah, it's my brother, but it's my brother from a different father. So I'm not really grew up with still. We had never been apart until we started becoming of age, and the first one leave home, which was the oldest one, is me. And then, you know, my sister went off on her own, and then my brother did, and then things never worked out for him. And come back on mother house, and I'm last days to regroup and go back out in the world again. And there was no regrouping. There was no regrouping. Just lost it under pressure. Under friggin' pressure. Yeah. I could even go deeper into that story, but you know, we'll save that for another time when I talk to a group of men that really need to hear it. Ain't nobody gonna really care about you like that. So you have to strong up. You have to take care of your mental space. You hear me? Be good. Be strong. Be a man. Be responsible. Be reliable. Be that person that they can count on. But nobody spread yourself thin and be that for everybody, because not most of the people you're doing that for ain't gonna be that for you. I know what it feel like to be there for a whole bunch of people, and then when me need help, I can't call not one person. And I tell Shakira that all the time. Shakira, I'm a woman. And I tell her that. I say, I always have me. My life is structured in such a way that I have a plan. I have a backup plan. I have a backup plan for the backup plan. And I have a if the shit hits the fan plan that covers all these other plans. I'm going to have to go through a whole lot of failures for nothing to work out. You understand? So as a man, that's what you have to do. I thank God for my experience, man, for going through the military. At times I was crying when I was in there because I was trying to understand why the hell did you make this decision? Where you are do yasso. But me glad because it made me into the kind of person I am with the kind of mindset that I need to move forward as a man. Yeah, there are a lot of men out there who didn't serve in the military and they're strong-minded as well. But even them, my levels I can go to, I doubt the average civilian can go to these levels. You see what I'm saying? So, men, cherish the good people around you will actually care about you because they're few and far in between. You know, that goes for everybody, as a matter of fact. We talking about men, yes, because I just feel like men are underserved. We talking about men because I just feel like men are neglected. You know, men are loved conditionally. Oh, that's my child. Children are loved unconditionally. That's my child. That's my baby. I'll kill somebody for my child. You know, oh, any boy I play with mine, picking them, murder, blah, blah, blah. That's my child. You're going to love your child, I feel me, picnic. Women, same thing. She's to be respected. She's the mother of your children. She's this, she's that. And the other, you know, she's a woman. And man, the last time you get love unconditionally was when you were a picnic. And that's probably because if you grow in our culture, your ass grew rough. Me not ask you, if you grew up in our culture, you grew rough. Our boy picnic grow rough. Right? But yeah, don't feel like you're alone. Don't feel like anything you're going through out there, somebody else will go through the same thing and worse. So don't feel like you're going through it alone. You know, sometimes your problems will make you feel like you are the only one who will go through this. You have to ask, why me, God? What me do? Right? Although some people wicked and rotten, and when karma whooping their ass, they act like they don't know what's going on. But karma come back vicious, right? But for the people them who are really genuinely good people, you're gonna go through some stuff in life too. And when you go through it, it's gonna get you to that point where you have to ball and ask, why me? Why me? But just remember this, you are not alone. You are not alone. One of the things in the military that I found strength in was being around weaker people. I don't know, call me an energy vampire if you wanted to, but it was more than that. It was more like me finding my purpose kind of thing. Yeah? Because, give you an instance. One morning, my squad got up. Everybody got up. Squad leader says, break up into your teams. I was a team leader. I was a team leader on a rifle squad. Break up into your teams. We going on a road march, right? This road march, we're 118 infantry. We marching for 18 miles. 18 miles through the woods and over hills and valley. Just because we name 118. Somebody asked Sarge, why we doing that? He said, just because we name 118. So we honoring the 18. 60 pounds in your ruck, nothing less. Some of us hard ass, we put 70, 80, 100 pounds in the ruck, rocket for 18 miles. When you're done, all your body will hot you. Listen, while I'm on the march there, and we sucking, and we going through it, and body parts cramping up, and you hurting, but you still have to maintain your composure and maintain your posture and maintain your military bearing and go through it, right? This is where you train your mind to go deep and dark and be prepared for everything and anything. You sharpening your mind right here. I come on earth to suffer long, because any suffering come, if that's what I got to go through to get to where I need to be, I'm going through it, right? And that's how I seen it. So I'm looking at the other soldiers, and they falling out around me. Grown ass man laying on their back, crying like a baby, done dropped his rock, done put his weapon down over here. Now you know you got to run over there because this is the same people who, when the orders come down and it's time for you to go into combat, this is who's going with you. So I'm draping up people, I'm picking them back up on their feet. I'm like, yo, you can't be doing this. What if we were in combat? This is how you're gonna just throw all your shit down and lay down. Your weapon is way out here. Hey, guy, get your weapon back to the ready. Get your rock back on your back. Fall back in line. Let's go. And they, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I said the word can't has been removed from your vocabulary. You are trained to the highest of any abilities. You can do anything. Get up. Let's go. And I'm marching with them right at their speed. Because there's another thing. When the Rangers leading you, your kind of march ain't, and the march where you are think about a march. This is really like almost a run. It's almost like a run march kind of thing. You are at speed. This ain't no, I'm dragging myself because I have a lot of weight on me. So people start falling out. The leaders don't care. The leaders want the strongest of the strongest. They want the toughest, but you can't leave everybody behind. Then you don't have a team. And a team is only as strong, just like a chain. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. That chain have 1,000 link on the chain. If one of them link, the half pop already and weak. Bam! Now you don't have a chain, right? So we have to like police up our guys, you know, who's not strong enough, who's falling out. A lot of the time it was just a mental battle. Because after a while, you're so physically in shape and trained that it's no longer a physical thing. It becomes a mental thing. Oh my God, we got to do this again. They used to do purposely do stuff like run you for 20 miles. Run you for 20 miles. Me had the marathon in the morning, early morning, snow on the ground. You doing a 20-mile run. Oh yeah, we're going to take it at a slow pace this morning. Fall in. Let's go. And them start sing cadence and you rocking out and you running and you rocking out and you running. At the end of the 20 mile, you're supposed to go downtown, through the city, show your strength, show your powers to the civilian community. It shows them, it does something to their mind. It shows them, oh man, look at them. Damn, those are the guys that go off and fight for us and all that. It's a good thing, right? A boost. They'll run you all around the damn city. They'll run you back around and then we come on right which part you're supposed to end it. So usually, when a new soldier sees the barracks, because that's where we started off at, right? When him see the barracks, him like, damn, thank you, Lord. We about to end this run right here. Let me show you how how they mind F you and make you get to a strong place mentally. They'll run there, 20 miles in, or you think you're done. Everything in you hurting. I don't know if you ever really wanted to pee, and the closer you got to your home, that the pee start come down even more. The other day, I jiggle your locking at your door like this. You're like, oh, damn, I'm about to piss myself. It's the same mindset when you go on a long run. You go all the way around. When you see home, you're like, yes, we're taking it home now. Damn, almost fell out. I couldn't do it. Them run right past home. They'll run you into it and run you right back out. Back downtown again. Back through the city again. So I'm telling men, don't be afraid to struggle. Don't be afraid to sharpen your mindset. Don't be afraid to stand up and survive. It's okay to cry. It's a part of it. Now, make nobody tell you about because you're a man, you shouldn't have cry and you're weak out and all these things. Cry. Cry loud too. Don't go hide in no damn shower and cry. So many brothers hide in the shower and cry. Everybody else in the family is good. Nobody knows that daddy is suffering. Daddy about to go in the garage and blow his own brains out. He about to go hang himself somewhere. Cry loud. Cry loud. Let it out. That's what kills us, holding it in. Let it out. You hold in so much and you push it down and you internalize more and you push it down and you internalize more and you push it down and you push it down and you have a packed barrel. You know, see, at some point the barrel overfull. That's you. You're just pushing it down and pushing it down and pushing it down. And then comes an implosion. Your mind gone. Your body going. Because you're about to do it to yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. See? Why did you leave the military? Somebody said. I left the military because I got injured. Why did you leave the military? I think you missed it. Thank you for your dedicated service. I left the military because I got injured. I got 2 injuries that were pretty much it. But I left the military also because that was my sign to go. Let me tell you. I had a first sergeant, right, who I think this is like the most powerful man I know. I had never seen somebody walk into a room and you hear, clear the way. You hear clear the way. The room part, whoosh, on one part, whoosh, and this man just walked through. When I tell you this guy was big, he was a black dude too. When I tell you he was big, First Sergeant Farrell, he went up to Command Sergeant Major Farrell before I left. When I tell you the man is big, his legs were the size of my, his arms were the size of my legs, my thighs, big. That man here was dedicated to workout. We on deployment down in Iraq. This man strapping 50 pounds and 75 pounds to his neck on a big chain. And up there on the dip bars talking about freedom, freedom, freedom. Let's get it. Let's go. Freedom. That man here was like pit bull in real human form. But he was like a dad too, right? And he never referred to us by our names. He referred to us only with insults, right? Come here, shitbag. You're like, the fuck this man calling me a shitbag? I didn't even do anything. But you got to keep your military bearing. Everybody was scared of this guy. We used to go to other posts and go deliver a message. And the first thing they'll ask you, okay, we don't have it. I said, okay, we'll go back to 118 and tell First Sergeant Farrell, you said you don't have it. Your name is, look on your uniform, your name the right. So, okay, Specialist Jones, you'll hear from, First Sergeant. Okay, why didn't you say that? Hold on, give us a minute. I'm going at the back to find anything. That's how this man was built, like that, right? And it wasn't just because of his size. It was because of how he moved and, you know, through the toughest stuff. When I went on deployment with him, I'm out there one night. We're ready to do a mission one night, right? So we get ready. We on the fob. We get ready to do a mission. You play your favorite music. You think you might not come home from this mission. It's a night move. You're going to have to scale some wall, breach a wall, breach some door, fly up some step, kick in some door, get some people out of this building. We're zip tying tonight. We zip tying. We have intel that this is a list of guys we going for. We zip tying. We taking them out. We taking them to where they need to be. We're going to hand them over to MPs. I'm there getting ready. And as we get ready to roll out, you can hear everybody pull their charging handle back on their gun. Slap. That's one in the chamber, right? Finger knocking the trigger well. One in the chamber. You ready to go? I heard somebody say, yo, Mac, what you doing on this truck? It's First Sergeant. He was the kind of guy that not only talk it, he walked it. He would I don't know nobody else would do this. Everybody else I knew, they tried not to go out in sector and run missions when they couldn't. If they didn't have to do it, they wouldn't do it. This is not something you volunteered to do. Like, yeah, I want to go on that mission too. I want to go on that. Every time we went out there, within a few days of getting there on this particular one, the second day there, an IED went off, hit one of our vehicles, killed a captain, and killed one of my good friends, right? On it. This is somebody we're away from military. We go out, we drink, we party, we have fun. I seen his daughter born right before we left for deployment. Young, Jason Ford, young, right? He died with Captain Kerr. Their vehicle got hit. So it was serious from day one. You not volunteering to go, but take me on the next mission. This man, him just sneak in and go in any vehicle that's going out and jumping on multiple missions for the night. It's like these men used to come in like, you know who they reminded me of? My grandfather. My grandfather in Jamaica, how him used to wake up early morning, gone off in the gully, in the darkness, and we that they talk about, me not going there, so. Them man are normal, yo. Rolling calf, and they're sitting there in there, you know, because he got to cut through the graveyard and go down in it. And me, I said, no, sir. Them man are brave. Same thing for him. My first sergeant was that guy. Now, I came from a guy that was that great, right? He said to me, he said, I don't even want to know what you're firing at. As soon as you acquire target, first of all, he said, make sure you pack one ball, one tracer, one ball, one tracer. For civilians, one ball. If I fire a ball round, you won't see where that came from. If I fire a tracer, you will see a light, like a bright color light flash, right? And it's long. So you know. And they do that so that if I acquire a target and my boys don't know where I'm firing at, I acquire a target and I start firing on that target, my tracers are going to show them where I'm firing at. So they just join in and put firepower where my tracer is going. First sergeant said, that's all I need to know. I don't even need to know what you firing at. Just make sure you pack one ball, one tracer. Wherever you put them tracers at, that's where I'm firing. And I say, yes. When they switched out my first sergeant, on top of my injuries, when they switched out my first sergeant, they switched him out to a guy that was from West Virginia, a little short white guy that had severe inferiority complex. Remember, I know me, I'm 6'5", you know. The man I like 5'1", if he reached 5 feet. Little. He took over our company because our first sergeant graduated on to sergeant major. This man came in with a racist agenda, and he did not speak to, he did not associate with any soldier that had this. He talked to it like we were dogs, yeah, but black with no compassion. And then for the white guys, it was like, oh man, they bumping fists all day, they having coffee together, big fraternization, come over to the house on the weekend, and all that other stuff. So we noticed that first. Then he started walking around the company with a UCMJ book under his armpit. Uniform Code of Military Justice. He's like, my duty is to fuck some of you military careers up and get your ass thrown out, sent back to the ghetto. Did you hear what he just said? My duty is to fuck some of y'all military careers up, get you thrown out and sent back to the ghetto. I said, who is this man talking to? Okay. So right when him take over, boom, we got another order to deploy again. So this, and in the military, they can hide their racism really good because you have something that's called non-verbal disrespect. Non-verbal disrespect to a commissioned or a non-commissioned officer. Non-verbal disrespect to whoever, your team leader, whoever is superior to you. And non-verbal disrespect can be anything. You rolled your eyes at me while I was talking to you. Get down, beat your face. Now, in the infantry, they do it different, right? This ain't no, oh, I'm going to write you up with no paperwork. A man is going to drag you through the mud, literally drag you through the mud. When he's done dragging you through the mud, you're dirty from head to toe. When he's done dragging through the mud, your clothes tear up, you're tired, you're weak, you're everything, all but crying. When him done exercise you till all body parts go to muscle failure. When him done humiliate you in front of everybody, all that. And they'll do it just out of, I don't like your black ass, but they'll make it seem like something else. It's because of your non-verbal disrespect to a non-commissioned officer. So when this guy took over the company, I said to him, now listen, I said to him, I said, hey, first sergeant, I'm going to lock up. I don't know what happened one day, and him calling me in the office. And him calling me in the office, he is like, lock it up. So I locked it up. Lock it up is you go to parade rest, right? Or you stand at attention. I stand at attention, I locked it up. He said, parade rest. So I went to parade rest, your hands are behind your back. Him start talk some whole heap of disrespectful stuff. Now my hands behind my back, right? He start talking some whole heap of disrespectful stuff. I'm losing my military bearing. Something said inside of me, you were born as a rebel. So don't make this mania stop you from rebelling. You need to rebel right now. The man start calling me boy, all these other things. I'm like, okay. I said, you know what? First sergeant, I'm gonna keep my hands behind my back because your scary ass. This is how I got in trouble. I said, because your scary ass look like if I move my hands from behind my back, you're gonna try to say that I was in here trying to fight you. Then him calling, Hey, calling one bag of other NCOs, non-commissioned officers, all staff sergeant, first class, everybody in there. They all surrounding me. I'm looking around. I'm like, I didn't do anything. What are you gonna do? Lynch me now? So I'm start go eating up. I was like, what are you gonna do? Lynch me now? Huh? He goes, hey, because here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn around. I know him have to take advice. Him they have one like that kind of talk, but he was like, I want you to turn around and put your face in the corner. I turn around. I'm facing the wall. He says, go into the corner and put your face in the corner. In the corner, you know. I said, no disrespect for son, but you got me fucked up. I'm not putting my face in no damn corner. I'm a grown-ass man. I'll stand facing the wall because I don't want to look at your ass. And I know you don't want me looking at you. But, hey, my mouth slick when I'm ready, you know. He was like, oh, we're going to lock you up and we're going to put security on you all night. These guys are going to pull guard on you and they're going to fuck you up because you're going to be taking away their weekend. I said, listen, man, I see where you come from. And it ain't nothing you could do to me that ain't already been done. Your people done did it all. And you look like you carrying on tradition. So here what? Give me my paperwork so I can go home. And and while I'm doing this, right? While I'm doing this, orders came down for the unit to move. My squad leader is begging. Sergeant First Class Carr is begging because I'm a team leader and we got all new guys who barely got trained. And our old guys from our last mission, everybody left and went to a new unit. You PCS or you ETS, you get out the army or you change location, right? So they need me to help with these new guys. I've been to combat. I led a team in it. We came back. All my guys came back. I came back too. First, Sergeant Carr is begging. Please, Mackenzie, man, don't listen to his bullshit. We need you. Forget him. We need you here. I said, nah, Sergeant Carr. I understand, you know, and I love the brotherhood and the camaraderie. But this motherfucker right here, I guarantee you, when we go down range, meaning when we deploy, he's the type that would shoot me in my back and then call the shit fracturicide. Him, you racist piece of shit. And I'm still standing at parade dress, right? I'm left them on floor. All the police, all the people that were calling, they couldn't do nothing but lock me up. I said, lock me up for what? What did I do? I didn't do anything. I'm here on time for formation, do all my duties as expected, do more. Him said, all right, and dismiss me. He dismissed me, and my highest chain of command called me into their office now. And he was like, because my time was coming down, right? So I actually re-enlisted on the battlefield for more. Those who serve know what that is. I re-enlisted on the battlefield in the middle of combat for more time. My time was coming down by the time my unit got this guy. So it was, I had a choice. Either I'm going to leave or stay. And he was a big part of me making my mind up because so many years I had given to the military where I was not able to say, you racist piece of shit. When somebody is telling you, right, when I'm going out for training and I hear, why didn't you get an MOS where you work in the kitchen like your kind or the rest of your kind? Shout out to Son Becker. Son Becker passed away on a deployment that I avoided, on a deployment that God told me not to go on. Because if I went, I'm not going to come back. And it was with that same little shark man there. Son Becker was the one that defended me, little white boy. But he was high ranking, right? I think at the time I was like a specialist and he was already E6 promotable. Son Becker came over there and he was like, hey, stop this shit. Hey, you don't let them talk to you like that. You don't. Did you hear what they said? Yeah, don't let them speak to you like this. And then he ripped into them like, just said all this kind of stuff, in my defense. But they hide it. They hide it good. They hide it good. I just knew that man was going to kill me. Like if I went on a deployment with him. And in the infantry, we have something that says, I would rather leave than change my MOS. Because once you a leg, you a leg. Once you a infantry, you a infantry, right? You're not, whether mechanized or light, you're not going to go do finance or mailroom stuff or whatever. So I was so loyal to that and that mindset. I was like, if I can't fight with this team and these guys, it's time for me to get out. I was just seeing all kinds of signs to get out. So that's the long story of why I actually got out. And it was time for me to go, and they couldn't tell me anything anymore. And they tried to hold me in many different ways, and they couldn't. They even told my wife I was with at the time, why are you staying with him? Let me show you how wicked that man is. That man call me, get me what? Because they have the power to do that. They will take you out your house. You are GI, government issued. They take you out. Them take me out of my house, have me live in a barracks, and have me woman and pick me and live by themselves. And I was like, oh, hold up. So y'all have a key to my house. You have a woman in there, my woman, supposedly, and my child. And these men are able to go over to my house and pop door whenever they feel like it. I'm not allowed to go to my house. We didn't have any restraining order against me for doing anything or anything like, yo, you better know the right, Umanto, if you choose to join the military. But that's a whole nother story. Anyhow, I just knew that guy was a wicked guy. The man tell her about, you might want to start making preparations to, how you're going to take care of the child and yourself, because he's not going to be shit when he gets out. We're going to give him his papers to walk, but I'm like, this is my damn right. It's time for me to either ETS, PCS, move. He acted like he was doing me a favor because I decided I don't want to go to combat with you because you look like you'll kill me on the battlefield. I don't have to worry about the enemies. I need to worry about you. That's exactly what I said to him. I'm calling my wife. I'll make sure no, sir. She'll figure, start finding a way to provide for herself and make sure, because by the time they done with me, I won't be shit. He won't even be able to flip burgers at Burger King. Yeah, right. Right. But anyhow, so for the man them out there, again, strong up. Strong up. You're a man. And I'm not saying it in a way where you can't cry on all that. Cry. Do everything humans do. I don't know why people think men don't have no feelings and we supposed to just walk around tough like steel and nothing hurts us. But then when they want us to be feeling and emotional, we're supposed to change into that at their convenience and then go right back to being this machine. And we're humans. We are humans. Some of us can handle stuff better than others, but we are humans just like everybody else. I say it like this. For the women out there, no fun to have a husband, a boyfriend that you want to turn into a husband, brothers, cousins, father. The best thing you can do is cater to his feelings. Matter of fact, the best thing you can do is remember this. Everything that you desire as a woman, that man desires the same things too, except for cocky. Everything that you desire, I'm talking about heterosexual men, leaders of family, all that. Everything you desire, that man desires that too. You're looking for a soft shoulder to cry on. You're looking for a safe space to let out your secrets and be yourself, or to go through your traumas you've been through and unpack and heal. We're looking for the same thing too. You're looking for somebody that you know that's never going to hurt you and leave you and all that. We're looking for the same thing too, right? So I saw it go. So start taking care of them. Start taking care of them. Take care of good men. Because a lot of y'all women find out way late in life that good men really don't come a dime a dozen. Do they? Do they? I want to see the woman in there where I get 7 good men in a row. And me that dash them work and me know say 8 to come. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You got used by one. You got cheated on all the damn time by another one. You got another one that choked your ass half to death and nearly punch out your daylights. You got another one where you had to run out of your shoes. You have a next one where it's crazy. You have a next one. So you better start take care of good man. Take care of good men. We are that. And I don't know why, while we're on it, Why are so many women today offended when a man says, I know my worth? If you as a mother teach your son, you have to know your worth, you know. You make no butter ears, tough footback girl drag you out the road and degrade you and laugh with our friend them after you and all that, you know. That's how you're gonna speak to your son. That's what you want for your son. So why when time big man say I know my worth, he kind of sassy. Coming like a gal about him know him worth. But he is the prize. I am the prize. I am the prize. And I know my worth. Shit. Uplift yourself, fellas. Uplift yourself. Carrier Jones says, I have a good one. Yeah, hold on upon him like the sticky glue. Like the sticky glue on the rat trap. Carrier. Yeah, man. Them play a lot, you know. A lot of women play a lot. I'm a grown-ass man. I've been around long enough to see relationships go through it. 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, 7 years, 15 years, this, that, and the other. And I see them all cry at the end. All cry at the end or end up worse. I've never seen a woman. Matter of fact, I've never seen anybody do good people. Forget man and woman. I've never seen anybody do good people wrong and end up prospering after. Never. I have never seen anybody do good people wrong and then prosper after. Oh, for a short period. For a short period. And then next thing I go over there, I'm like, yo, which part there? You know, remember so I used to have in business there, so we did busy and oh yeah, them closed down, you know, them closed down about 3 years ago. What happened? Why I been not know, you know. One bag of something start happening that karma. Straight karma. So yeah, on both sides of the aisle, man to woman, woman to man, ain't never seen somebody do wrong, dirty, a good person who had your best interest at heart, genuinely do them wrong, purposely, and then went on to prosper. Yeah, okay. If you really think that's how life works, you in for a rude awakening. And when you're getting your ass beat by karma, don't stay over there and act like you dumb. Oh God, woe is me. Somebody please help me, cry for me. I don't know what's going on in my life. I gotta pray harder because things ain't right now. Nah, karma is whipping your ass, and all the prayer you're gonna pray ain't gonna help you. You understand? So treat good people good. Treat good people good. That's it. Kata Joy Empress says 30 years together and 28 married. Damn, I want to be like you. I want to be like you. We know how that go already still. It take work, right? Yeah, you can't do it by yourself either. You can have the best intentions at heart. You can't say I'm wrong all the time just to make peace. You can't say you can't take all the blame. You can't do everything if it's not, if the other person is not on the same, this is my person and we're gonna make it through whatever kind of mind frame with you, ain't nothing you can do. You can try till you turn over and kin over like boiled crab. My thinking girl there. Yo, hey, let's switch this up. The hardest job I've ever had, Kaitai Jai Empress says, is marriage. I don't know why people rush to it, right? And the women be like this. Well, listen, I've been giving you this coochie for 7 summers. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm either gonna move on and find somebody else, or you're gonna put a ring on it and we're gonna get married. And then them married, and then 2 years later, them divorced. Not only divorced, them turn enemy, and then now they don't even speak to each other. Listen, I'm gonna give you advice, right? Because I learned the hard way, and I could speak to my failures, what I've learned from failing, and what I need to do better. If your mindset, if you're not mature enough to be able to speak, work problems out, forgive, leave marriage alone. If you hot-headed, if everything bother you, if me have to get my own way, if it left marriage alone, because it's gonna end in divorce. And divorce nowadays is so expensive. Divorce is costly as hell, especially for us men. Divorces are costly. So here one. Make we go into that talk, you know, about the crab something. Jesus Christ, man. when I'm thinking the thing is gonna end, it just get worse, you know. Did y'all see the other videos that came out of this woman, Alice Shaniam? Y'all seen the other videos that came out? The video that went viral, that woman was, matter of fact, let's start off like this. A young lady, 13 years old, got caught up in a crossfire between gunmen and police, soldiers yesterday, or day before yesterday, and it so happens to be her granddaughter. So happens to be our granddaughter. So our granddaughter is in the hospital in critical condition, allegedly shot the day after the exposure. Now, some people take it and run with it and spread out false information. You know, they're like, oh my God, people, yeah, she granny did nasty and it looked like she'd have poisoned people off with doodoo and contaminated food, but that no means so enough to go after our granddaughter and all. The one situation has nothing to do with the other. It wasn't nobody go take out no hit on her. First, when somebody sent it to me, them said, SouFlo, look, them shoot up the woman, granddaughter, the woman that exposed what was going on out there. So immediately I was like, damn, I knew this was coming. Because the way how the other vendors are talk about her, right? And she a troublemaker, you know. And she bright to say, you know, in Jamaica, don't play with people food, you know. And I'm talking about food as in money, people income. So when you have the place locked down and I ain't getting no income for weeks now, because them have to go renovate and all this, me vex. The funny thing is these people are vexed. They would rather it have been a secret and continue to make money than for it to get shut down temporarily and proper things put in place to where it becomes a place that we can be proud of. It's not the lady who exposed them granddaughter got shot. It is the lady who was wiping her ass and taking a shit out there by the food. Now, I said it before, I say it again, there is no sanitary bathroom, no toilet no out there. We're humans, we go to the toilet multiple times per day. They're out there from early morning till late evening. Where do you think they're relieving themselves at? But hear this though. I want to say, Ray and Nephew really go out there. Ray and Nephew's logo was all over this place, you know. Ray and Nephew logo was all over this big Ray and Nephew, the amount of drinks are gonna sell over the years. And they put their logo all over this place. And as far as I've read, they were a part of getting the place established so people can go out there and, you know, make money with them proper food handling license and all that, of course. But I'm thinking, did Ray and Nephew just give somebody the money and then say, put our name on it as sponsorship, is a good advertisement for the company, and then they just never went? I'm trying to say that somebody never see. Somebody didn't see that that place needed a bathroom, a toilet, a place where people pull up and sit down and eat. Where they supposed to poop and pee? I'm here thinking this thing can't get no worse. I don't know who keeps sending these damn videos. See another one here, SouFlo. Oh, here's another one. Watch that one here. See him, lady, you know, watch this one. I said, Jesus Christ. And the woman who filmed her didn't just film one video. The woman herself, when she was doing her interview, she said, okay, watch this, because she tell you guys that this is a one-off thing, right? And about she drink a hot beer, and next she said, we drink a hot beer, our belly did a bubble, right? And next thing she know is just and she just hear and the shit just fly out. I'm gonna clean up myself. I was like, oh my God. Drink a hot, and then did y'all see the video of her breaking the crabs up and then handing the crab to Food Boss? And Food Boss, big up yourself. Did y'all see her handing the crab? And somebody zoomed in on her hands and her fingernails. No, sir. And the video them know. The hand and the fingernail them alone. Me not eat out there, sir. I'm not eating out there. I'm sorry. Gloves. But here one, forget that. Watch the new videos. There is y'all seen the one, y'all probably seen the one that went viral with her shitting at the side of at the side of the crab shack. Wanna see her do the and she wipe her body out the door in front of everybody. Brawling. There is one with her wiping her ass right there inside of the crab shack, right round the food. And you know she's a big round woman, so the body broad and the body broad and round. I had to watch the video over and over. I said, Jesus Christ, man, what made this woman think that that was okay? I remember they don't have any running water out there. They don't have any hand wash and sanitizing station or anything like that. She literally stand up, right, and she's facing the crowd, the public, like this. She in at the stall. The food, they're right in front of her, right there, so. And she reach around like this. She pull down her pants, cause like I could pull my pants down right now, and you guys wouldn't see my other half, right? Somebody was filming her from behind. The same woman. So she pulled down, she lift up her shirt, so she pulled down her pants, so big raw body out the door. And the woman, I don't know if I piss or do she do or piss in her bucket. That's right there by the food. Right there by the food. And then she wipe. And she's standing up still, like this, she look. All this here, from this angle, this is all you see, like this. And she dropped the tissue that she wipe with. I guess she dropped it in the bucket what she used. The person behind her will video her. That same woman say, okay, she told you guys it's a one-off thing, right? And her belly did hurt her, and she, me don't know, me wake up to them and drink a hot beer and me just have diarrhea. And she said, the lady said, look, you see what this lady is doing? Okay, she's relieving herself, right? You notice, same lady, blue shirt. All right, watch this. See the next one here. All right, what you see what she's doing? Okay, she's relieving herself again, right? Okay, pink shirt. All right, see the next one here. All right, she'll relieve herself again, right? Green shirt. You notice a different outfit. So it's a regular thing. It's a regular thing. Me, glad me never went out there to go get crab. If me follow Shakira sometime, me probably nyam down half of Jamaica and end up sick. Because she won't go out there. Because that was on her bucket list to do. So I'm absolutely sure next trip to Jamaica, every time we go into Jamaica, we said to each other, let's do something we never done before. Let's go someplace on the island we've never been before, right? It's a part of the excitement. See? When you're little and I grew up in Jamaica, you know, one of the things I used to wish for before them fly me out go foreign was that I could tour my whole island. I want to see everywhere. So now that you've grown and you get a chance to do it, when we're going back, we don't just want to go back and sit down in a house. We want to go to see all the places. See it? All the places and all the excitement. So this thing was trending. Gillette Blake, big up yourself. This thing was trending on social media. All these people are going there. The roast corn I hear is A1. It's to die for. The crab that I hear, you don't get no better crab nowhere else. I'm a snow crab guy personally. Me no name them the kind of crab there. But I might have tried it. I might have tried it if I was there. Cause if wifey did I eat it, me would not eat it too. So yeah, she changed her mind. She did a video on it. It's on her channel. I swear to you, that was on her list to go next. We were gonna end up there for sure. Food Boss is who we were gonna contact because we said, all right, boom. Next time we go to Jamaica, we need to do something more, right? Like reach out to some people. Me say Food Boss. You can reach out to Food Boss people, and Food Boss will actually come work with you, you know, carry go some places like a different kind of tour of Jamaica. It'll be a food tour and take you to all the good food spots. And me I say, yeah, cause me a foodie. And wifey is definitely a foodie. But me say me tune in to Food Boss Instagram yesterday. And as soon as me click on it, me hear Bomboclat. Oh, Rasclat. The song where Peter Tosh sing. And that was playing on repeat. Bomboclat. Oh, rascal, him that over Alice place. And she breaking up the crab with her nutty finger them and giving it to them. I want to see him. I eat this, man. And the white boy with it there with them I talk about, oh my God. This is, nobody look on the woman hand, you know. And we're watching from this side. And we can zoom in and see, our hand. And them, they right there, so them straight from our hand, them eat it. I'm thinking this woman just done take a shit in her bucket right there, so by the crab. When the woman show you, yeah, she just take a shit right there side of the bucket, wipe up herself, no hand wash or nothing. You want to see how she broke the crab and dip it in this, dip it in like something and give man. See man, what's this? The back? He said, yeah, this the back. Jesus Christ, man. With tears streaming down her face, a crab vendor from National Hero Circle in Kingston wondered aloud what the future holds for her after the health officials shut down the popular street side spot, food stalls for sanitary reasons. I'm not lie. The corn them look good out there. The soup look good out there. One of my favorite soup, and I didn't know this. One of my favorite soup. I don't know if you ever get this yet. You ever get cow skin and chicken foot soup? A soup when make with cow. No, you know. Chicken foot no boil like cow skin boil. I don't think them boil the same. I think it take more to soften cow skin than chicken foot. The foot would have boil out. So I don't know how them do it. You have to have the science of how to make the soup. See? And them do it with red pea soup. Cow skin, chicken foot, red pea soup. Blood fire. I don't know. I think I was in I was in Portmore. That same day, let me run into Pink Boss, but I was in Portmore and a vendor up somewhere in a Portmore, up on a hill. And that's the first time I had that soup. I'm going to the soup and I say, a chicken foot come out. I said, chicken foot in a red pea soup? Boy, I'm hungry, man, but I don't want to eat no fast food, so. And you know, Jamaica, this is our fast food. Our fast food cook. Not like America where, you know, pop it in the microwave and the ingredients description is like this long with hydromalcofalcoside and, you know, all kind of sitting where you can't pronounce Spanish. No, we go straight to the source. Them cook it. So I said, whatever is in it, it must taste good because a whole heap of people out there get it. So I got one. Dig in there, I see the chicken foot come up. I said, chicken foot in red pea soup? This is weird. I put it back down in there, dig up again. I say, cow skin and chicken foot in a red pea soup. All right, me taste that. Been my favorite soup ever since. But yeah, out there, them have some wicked soup out there, I was told, as well as the corn and then the crab them. So people, the video's been circulating all weekend. And everybody who was famous that you know, and the funny thing is, guess who they went to? Guess who them got to? Majority of them got to this same lady, Alice. So she didn't have a special sauce. Alice didn't have a special sauce in her food. Whether it was from the crab to the soup, sprinkle it upon the corn them. I don't know. She had a special thing with her food because that's where everybody went. You know, a lot of the doodoo sauce. It's the doodoo sauce, Vicky. Yo, I talk about famous people, you know, people. Famous people who travel the world. When them touch down, them go desert and them go fear style and them sit down and them eat. When you see ding dong them, when you see the dolly them, TC and Rebel and you know see the whole of them over there. You know see all sub celebrity. I don't know if that's where Bounty Killer went, but remember I see on one video one time Bounty stop out there and get him soup. But I don't know if he went to her. So I'm not going to throw any name in there. But, hey, so what? We didn't know. And I'm sure we've eaten a lot of stuff over the years from people, and we never know. That's why I not like eat out neither, you know. I don't like eating out. I told you all I used to work at Churches when we did liquor. And the things we used to do to people, chicken, is don't come through that drive-thru talking about, y'all can't hurry up, y'all so slow in there. Chicken meat floor. box. Yeah, y'all so slow in there. Damn, and y'all acting like y'all have an attitude too. Chicken, meat, flour. Box. When you order your coleslaw, do it with respect. Man around there. You know your coleslaw. Listen, eating out for me. No, if you say me can't see the food, if I can't see the food being prepared, I'll probably go to a hibachi, one of them hibachi gear place where them cook the food right in front of you on the table. I hope adult dating chat reaching at this one. Vicky say I'm not eating out again. How you gonna know? Your potato salad, your coleslaw, you don't know. Over there with your damn attitude that we getting paid $4.75 an hour. You mad and shit about we supposed to be moving faster. Have a nice day. And we be in the back laughing our ass off. We used to do it. May I tell you? All right. So hear them. The vendor, who is a mother of two, said she depends upon the crab circle to provide for our family, which includes a 2-year-old child. I don't know what me I go do now, you know. I may have a baby if we send go school and them thing there. Health officials shut down the stalls after a video surfaced on social media of a vendor defecating in she's taking a shit in her area and cleaning herself with toilet paper, which she usually disposes of in a bucket that's right there. Shit bucket right by the food. Chief Police Health Inspector Grayson Hutchinson described the vendor's actions as a disgusting and unpleasant act. We're expecting that vendors should operate in accordance with the Public Health Food Handlers Regulation, and that kind of activity is certainly unacceptable. As a matter of fact, it's despicable. I hate them damn politicians, man. I hate them people here. I don't know. Now, listen, they come out in them nice clothes every day. Not one of them said, well, you know, I don't know who is the idiot that built this place for business without building a proper bathroom, restroom, and an area where people can sanitize their hands. They just blame the people them. It's nasty, disgusting. I have a word for it. It's despicable. Lady, where you think the people them was gonna shit and piss whole day? Eh? I don't never think, because I get up people, them can hold them. All right. Rich people use bathroom. Get up people can hold them stuff all day. Yeah. Okay. It kind of reminds me of this one deployment I went on. Where's this? I think this was in Tikrit, Iraq. Yo, I pull security up on a building, seeing because they had tried to lob a missile into the base where we were staying, our FOB, forward operating base. That's how we go for sleep like a bit, replan, and move back out. Your FOB is usually protected by rings of security, see? So they tried to shoot a rocket in there and miss and end up hit a building on the outskirts. So we rush out there now. This time I'm part of the PSD, Personnel Security Detachment for my unit commander, right? So I'm part of that. So me roll out. I stand up there. I'm pulling my guard, and a piece of boom hit me. Because earlier we had went to one of the community leaders' place, and when you go, it's customary to accept what it is they give as a gift. So we're going at people in place, everybody laid up and sit on the floor or some low cushion, Indian style crossfoot. Them serve you chai tea. We're pulling security for our commander. He's going to conduct business with these guys who run the area. You know, them up away, some little sweetie bread, something and some chai tea or whatever. We're in their compound. May have it. Later on, when they rocket lick the building, we roll out. As soon as I roll out, here's my belly. Whoos. I'm like, oh shit, I'm feeling like Alice. Like, you know, me drink a hot beer and before me know it, you know, me go so and then broops and you know the shit just fly out. And so I'm there. I'm trying to hold it. I couldn't hold it no more. Somebody said, yo, McCall, when I asked other soldier, them I said, yo, hold me down. You gotta hold my spot. I gotta take a shit. Where's the bathroom? The man tell the interpreter that is from there. He told me there's no bathroom. The people use the back of the building. So I'm thinking, okay, there's gonna be like a pit toilet. I said to myself, yeah, Jamaican man, you can't angle this pit toilet. We grew up that country we come from. When me go around there, me see about 20 man squat down just in our open land. 20 man squat down shitting. Okay, and they're talking to each other like it's okay. Now, in front of the building, there's a very busy, this is in the middle of the city. Busy. If you could think about being in the middle of, say, New York City, somewhere like Times Square, let out, busy, and the man them around this, so them do, you know. So I go around there. It's about 20 man sit down with them wear them long sitting there, they roll up, they're sitting and catch you under their arm and squat. So I came back around and I asked, I said, the bathroom, remember, I know this up front, you have a restaurant up front, and you have over the restaurant, people live upstairs, and that's where the rocket hit. That was a mess. And your body parts was coming out the window and dropped right next to me and everything, but different story. Me come back round and me ask, that time my belly I kill me, you know. Woo, I'm saying I'm definitely gonna shit myself. I can't hold it, okay, but me know there has to be a bathroom around here. I mean, I talk to myself, I said, I'm ready for use the pit toilet because me no business about no bathroom. You want to see me? But me nah keep me hand, nah take me hand off. I'm a gun leader, you know. Everything has to be done with left hand, cause right hand, me nah move this, cause if anything, me have to pop real quick. I'm in a combat zone. The man said, no, that's the bath. That's the bathroom around there. So, hey, I had to do what I had to do, right? So me catch up on the edge with the rifle and blow out the place. I hurry up and wipe up and left. We travel with baby wipes. See, I blow up the place and left. But can I tell you, right? I'm looking for a safe place to go poop. So I don't want to do it in front of all them people here because they're sitting there shitting like it's okay, and them I have conversation with each other in their language. I'm like, I don't want these people to see me doing it. So I'm find a nice little bush where could have give me a little silhouette kind of thing. It wasn't too far from where I was pulling guard at. I'm doing my business. And when I got up and I looked around, I kid you not, it was like a million loads of shit. Because nobody buried their shit when they shit back there. And we said to ourselves, we were sent to each other. Because when we go out for training and we're in the field for 60 days and 90 days field training exercise for, they don't just send you into combat. We get locked down into simulated training before we even go out, right? So when we're out there in that bush for 60, 90 days, that's what we do. And we tell each other this, hey, you're going to take a shit. Don't lay no landmines. Meaning, don't lay a landmine. Yeah, lesser step. Field training, exercise, infantry. So I said, you know, we are accustomed to doing that. We shit a road and shit a bush and we just dig and do and cover it back up. We respect that. We still got to go back there and do again. Dig a hole. Not these guys. They just laid the landmine them and it was literally like 10,000 a million shit around there. My whole world just came crashing in. I was like, Jesus Christ, this how you choose for yourself, you? That's one of them times you start talking to yourself. Explain to yourself how you reach here so again. Because you're born at Clarendon, yeah? And then your parents carry you go to Miami. Yeah, them carry you go to New York first, you end up at Miami, Connecticut to Miami. Where you do yasso? How you end up over yasso a whole gun and a shit next to man where shit all over the place and you I do the same thing. Yo, this not right. So I made a wrong turn somewhere. I started to tell myself, you know, I one of them times that you have to reason with yourself, yeah, man. I made a wrong turn somewhere. Cause this can't be it. This cannot be it. Health officials shut down the stalls after the video surfaced on social media of the vendor defecating and cleaning herself with a toilet paper, which she disposed of in a bucket. The bucket was right by the food. Here comes the big chief public health inspector, Grayson Hutchinson, and we're expecting that vendors should operate in accordance with the public health food handlers regulations. And, that kind of activity is certainly unacceptable, man. The uptown pattern, it's certainly unacceptable, man. As a matter of fact, it's despicable. Get the people them some bathroom. The National Hero Circle location is known for serving up street food such as cooked crabs, roasted and boiled corns, roast yam and saltfish, and soup. And it was renovated by J. Ray and Nephew. Yeah. In collaboration with the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development and the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation in 2012. And J. Ray and Nephew, in collaboration with Ministry of Local and Rural Development, along with the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, and these are the people who were to be blamed for this. Them. J. Ray and Nephew said, we don't have nothing to do with this. They have sought to distance themselves from this. We don't have anything to do with this. So I'm guessing J. Ray and Nephew probably get them a check and say, in exchange for the check, after I build the place, paint our logo on it, because it's a good billboard for our business. You know what I'm saying? But damn, I what them do? I think them thieving politicians, they thief the money that was supposed to build the bathroom. Yeah. The same thing they do to our roads all the time. They get the money, and what they do is them gonna mix liquor mall and fill in the liquor hole them and patch the road, and then by time too hard rain fall, we have back to the same road again with the same big old potholes again. It fixed for about 6 months, if it hold that long. I think I got them do. Them take the J. Ray and Nephew sponsorship check, them cut it short. We're gonna build a place, but we'll keep the money for the bathroom them. Well, the shit has hit the fan. It has come back to haunt us. Cause now everybody worried. One man said, yo, at 2018, me hit this, the video there where you see me in 2018, I don't know. Somebody just come send me my own video with me out there at the crab. And I tell us I'm sick. Me sick right now like at this morning me eat it. Me sick right now like at this morning me eat it. Yo, there are a number of other breaches which have been committed, and hence we thought that it would be best to close the place down temporarily. Thursday, as the health officials went about shutting down the stalls, some of the vendors directed their fury to one of their number, who they accuse of making the video now go viral. They're not mad at the woman who shit and wipe her body right next to the food. They are mad at the person who exposed that this was happening. That's how backwards we are. Them not mad at the woman, y'all should be saying thank you to her. Y'all should actually be saying thank you to her. You might go miss a little bit of money, but when it's all over said and done, I guarantee you it's going to be better than it was before. Matter of fact, if you put up some cameras out there, please. Cameras need to be out there, man. You're handling people food. John, no. 44 years together, 18 years married. Nice. Lovely. No SouFLo. No say we. Me not in a Bro Shaka says no. Don't say we. Me not in a that. Me never eat none of the shit up crab. And they do the corns. Me kind of feel away now because them say everything have to take up. Me don't know. I just feel sad. I'm very sad. That's one of the crab and corn vendors been out there for 30 years. Said that. She admitted that using nearby bushes to relieve herself on multiple occasions because of the absence of the toilet. Now, the woman that they catch said she did it only once. Here's another vendor who is saying she do it all the time. She said, yes, where else are we supposed to go? She said, I used the open land. Before it was an open land, people did live in there. And I used the toilet that was there. But they mash it down. I don't know if it's government tear it down and clear off the people off of the open land. They mash it down. So there was no toilet there to use anymore. But I still go over there anyways and go pee-pee. The woman said that she, however, said that she goes home when she want doo-doo. If she feel the urge to pass stool, she go her yard. But she still go over there go pee-pee. I lie you tell. Lie you tell. Because sometimes you go for pee-pee and doo-doo come. We are humans. Let's be for real. Sometimes you go for pee-pee and you sit down and doo-doo come. Talk the truth, man. We as man turn up and piss. But more time, you know, you go in the bathroom and as soon as you start pee-pee, you say, oh, all right, let me just draw that back in and turn around and sit down because number 2 is coming with number 1, right? So I don't see you saying, oh, yeah, I thought I needed to pee, but I'm pooping, so I'm gonna go home and I'll be right back. No, y'all gonna let it out right there. Okay, none of them now be truthful enough because nobody wants the stigma of the lady that sell the doodoo crabs. Nobody wants that. Y'all only think say our business are gonna boom after this. Like y'all think people going back to that same lady after this? Yeah, Alice didn't even have our toilet paper. Yo, from me coming on, me see the big roll of toilet paper, me gone, you know. Me gone. She had the toilet paper right there and the bucket. You might not have seen the bucket because it's behind the counter. But right, that's so just like this, me I talk to you right now. As I'm talking to you, you just see me hand move like this. Cause me I take off my pants and me I say, yeah man, everybody good in here. And yeah, that me I said to, yeah, you know, it's been a good weekend and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So, well, you know, things not too slow right now. We are do good, but you know, I hopefully pick up still a little more down in the holiday. Down in the holiday, where I come and you know, just like that, and not missing a beat. People who don't know will go to her. Oh God, you know what? I'm not in the business of mashing down people, but she needs some training. Let's be honest, cause we are cut joke, right? But the long term effects of this is we could pretty much stop somebody's food. The way how they take care of their family or has been taking care of their family for decades, we could stop their food. And then when you stop somebody food, remember, you know, people who know better, them normally do better. There's a lot of people who don't know better. And there's a lot of people who feel like, say, you know, a low level of hygiene is okay because at least me did shit in the bucket and it wasn't on the floor, kind of thing. But you know, you wasn't supposed to shit anywhere around there at all. So she needs some kind of training. She needs somebody to teach her about airborne illnesses and teach her about food illnesses, food temperature illnesses that could occur if the food temperature is off and all these kind of things, bacteria development, all these kind of things. She needs a proper teaching. And when you arm somebody with knowledge, then you can hold them responsible. Again, I'm on an army thing this morning. That's one thing they say in the army, right? If you didn't know how to do it, if none of us taught you how to do it, and you went out there and you messed it up, that's on us. If you've been taught how to do it, and you went out there and you messed it up, we're about to kill you. Yeah, because no excuses. You know the proper way. You were trained the proper way. You still did it the opposite way. No excuses. So she needs some training. May I take it? So she didn't know. She didn't know. And yeah, Angel D, she's not a child, but I want to tell you the truth. I've learned over the years, man, that education is a hell of a thing. And you can see some big grown people, you know, they not ignorant, them ignorant. Big grown people, things that you would think that they would know, them don't know. They don't know. Simple stuff that we talk about all the time, like floss your teeth after a meal and brush your tongue and all them something there. Some of them people here, them have the best intentions at heart. They make the most funny jokes, them, you know, them jovial and everything. And then we spit right that's which part them eat and stand up all day and everything. And then them go on a back go. Like I told you about the woman with my coconut in a mobile. And she come on now. There's no way if I was selling a coconut, if me I sell jelly, there's no way I would chop somebody's jelly right next to that swan. You should have heard the fly them panda garbage there. You could hear them. They were hitting stuff like and them out. Even me I stand up over there. I was like this. Tell all one part me feel like my skin a crawl. Cause me feel like me didn't want to go like this and run. Right? Me I pray she hurry up with it. But people who know better, who are educated about certain things and how you could get sick, they're not doing that. Worse, you could tell she didn't know no better because she's doing she had do your food like that right in front of you. She don't know no better. She don't even know how to hide it. So yeah, education goes a long way. Nobody feel like said the little things them where you know, so everybody else know it. We take it for granted that we know, but it's not everybody else know it. Daniel says no food should be sold anywhere without a restroom and available clean running water. Absolutely. And this is why I said it's not their fault. Cause here what? Time's hard. People trying to make a living. So if them give it the stall them and them tell us to go out there and we can sell with stuff, then we're going to do that, right? We'll try to figure out where the bathroom come from or how we are going to use the bathroom. We'll figure that out as we go along. But an opportunity created to make a living, we're not going to pass it up. None of we not going to sit down at home and be like, yeah, me can't wait to go out there, put up a stall and sell and make some money, you know? But we need them to build a bathroom first. The woman said she did out there 30 years. 30 years. Lord God. She admitted using the nearby bushes to relieve herself on multiple occasions and in the absence of a toilet. She said, I used the open land, and before it was an open land, people used to live over there and them use the toilet. I used to use the toilet there, but then they mash it down. But I still go over there to pee-pee. The woman said she, however, said that she goes home to defecate if she feel the urge to pass stool. Nobody no wants to shit, you know, defecate, pass stool, do poop. Yeah. Another one told the Jamaica Star that she does not believe that the health department is wrong for shutting the place down. We don't believe so neither, lady. What happened today? This is totally right. While adding that there is the need for sanitary convenience at the location, she made an appeal for members of the public to assist the vendors to get back into business. Anybody, help the people them so them can come back and start work and make some money. Christmas is just right around the corner, you know. And them have them loan and them have them bills and these things to pay. That's how I wanted to end this video this morning. This is where Jamaicans can pull together right here. You see, if you're a man with no plumbing and you're good with that, go get that done. I don't know where they're going to source the water from. I'm hoping there is like some public line that is close by that them can run it off of or something, so there can be running water out there. I don't know if you ever see a public toilet setup that is not working. Then you have a whole nother issue. Put a tank, right? Tank serenity, absolutely. But the people them can get out there and help them and make. Sometimes we have to do for ourselves here because y'all know how the government is in Jamaica, man. They don't really care about the people like that. Somebody are gonna go out there right now and make it into a political thing. I wouldn't mind if the PNP government, Mark Golding, go out there right now and say, yo, we're gonna fix up the place because the people them are dependent on this money. The holiday season is right around the corner. Everybody wants something nice. Them want able to give them kids things and pay off them bills and this and that. By the time them government done waiting to put in a bathroom, these people will be out of income for months to come, you know. So if anybody can help, and if you have any kind of expertise, go out there and help the people them. Find out who and help them. If you're in Jamaica, then it's probably easier for you to find out who it is that's going to be in charge of this project, or contact the Ministry of Health and offer your services, man, and try get the people them back to work again. Me not lie, I will probably still go out there go get crab and try it, but under one condition. Under under one condition. And that's under the condition that some nice bathrooms get put out there, male, female bathrooms, and that there are places there where you can sanitize, before you go for the food. And put up some cameras so you can see. Because I know Jamaican people stay now. Jamaican man them we see the bathroom and piss right on the side of the wall of the building where the toilet is on the inside. That's how they do. So put up some camera out there to please. I say and wait, Audrey Wright said, and Alice nothing come back. No, oh God. Me not say that. Me not know. I wouldn't go to her, but I'm not saying we should banish her. I don't think we should banish her. If she come back and she clean up herself, at least the people them say you look bad still. Them say I was reading the comments. These people could be hurtful on social media, but this is social media. Them say you look bad, you look terrible. One of them say you're bleaching, not reaching. You look pitchy patchy and bun up. You look like you don't care about yourself and you're serving people food they would never eat from you. That's the consensus of what is out here in the streets, Alice. So you might want to fix up yourself when you come back. Brand new outfits and these things. Yeah? Go get your apron made at one of these. I one of the local tailor them. Make them embroider something upon it for you that represents your business and these things. Alice bleach out bad. Yeah, them say Alice bleaching, not reaching. She burn up and pitchy patchy up. But we're not going to tear her down, you see me? We're not going to tear her down. When we find somebody that's trying, we help them try harder. And we help them accomplish their goals. She was working with what she had. That's what that is. Now, if we give her proper to work with, and she's not doing it, then she's to be expelled from there. Exiled. Exiled from there. Why? I saw. Wish them all the best still. Hopefully they could get it back up and running before the Christmas season run around, Right now we're in October, so we have one more month, November, and then boom, December is here. And Jamaica is very festive. So if you own one of these kind of businesses, this is the time of the year where you're going to make a whole heap of money. This is when people fly in from foreign, because everybody get them Christmas break, and we're there, and we're trying to enjoy the island, spend some time with some family, go eat some food at some good places and these things. If your business ain't up and running, you're losing a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Because I know how rough it is right now financially for a lot of people. Some of them are more nasty than Alice. At least Alice wipe. At least Alice wipe her bottom. What you say, Lexus? Lexus said some of them girl are nasty than Alice. At least Alice wipe her bottom. What you say, them do and get up and walk. And the little panty just ring up in the doodle. Somehow the man nasty took her that's all put on the face, so they not even check to see if the girl wipe her body good or nothing. She take off drawers and the drawers still ring up and stiff like dead person, and still dive right in. So, on still dive right in. What is that smell? It's not you. Man, a pinch nose and back as same way. You not no better. Oh God. Yeah, man. Let's talk about this one though. This is a tragedy. That story, I have a long story about a Jamaican drug dealer. He was doing it very good in the US, boy, but them catch him, and then he went to prison. I want this story to be a deterrent story. You see how many times I tell my Jamaican people, say, if you get the little opportunity, right, and you come foreign, steer far from trouble, my friend. Use the opportunity, because there's so many opportunities here that you can exploit to become a better person. Nothing beats growing older and realizing that all your hard work and sacrifice is paying off, And you can stand proud in front of your peers and people that know you from your grow up and these things. When I go back to Jamaica, I feel proud. And people can say, yes, man, I know him from the little, always know say it was going to be something, even though I lie them I tell. But that's the goal. That's the end goal. But someone come here, come get in a whole heap of trouble, and then end up in a prison And these things, well, this brother ended up in prison and they beat the daylights out of him. He was severely beaten. And the reason why him make headlines is because he was involved in the biggest drug bust in the history of one part of New York. So we're going to get into his story in a minute. But before we get into his story in a minute, I could do that tragedy story here. See? Now, over the weekend, I saw that vice principal of GC Foster College was gunned down. The vice principal of GC Foster College was gunned down. I'm putting face on the screen first so everybody have an idea of who he is or who we are talking about. Put a face to it. This is the vice principal of GC Foster College. Them killed the man. So when it happened, right, the first thing I said to myself was, I wonder if it's a robbery. I wonder if it's a hit. It'll only be one or the other. Well, Police Commander Christopher Phillips says that robbery is not the motive for today's murder of Gibbs Williams, who is the vice principal at GC Foster College of Physical Education and Sports in St. Catherine. They have completely ruled robbery out of this. Gibbs, who was also the manager of the West Indies under-19 cricket team, he was shot at a privately run Portmore Hospital complex in St. Catherine. Senior Superintendent Phillips, who is the head of the St. Catherine South Police Division, said that Gibbs was attacked sometime around 11 a.m. after completing an appointment. After he left the facility, he went to his car. The car was parked on the compound, and then persons reportedly heard as he walked out there, they heard a barrage of gunshots, and then they saw him running back inside of the building. He ran back inside of the facility where he collapsed. Williams was pronounced dead at the Spanish Town Hospital, and they said that we're following some strong leads right now. As it is now, we have totally ruled out robbery as the motive. They have some strong leads. The leads tell them that this wasn't a robbery. Before urging persons with information to contact the police, the news was shocking to many, many people. This is a person who I believe they just came back from touring Sri Lanka. They said that Williams is a long-standing team member of the Jamaica men's under-19 team, and he was also the team manager for the West Indies Rising Stars men under-19 team, which just toured Sri Lanka last month. Well-hind former West Indies and Jamaica cricketer hailed Williams as the stellar service to family, club, school, Jamaica, the West Indies, cricket in general, and all. Thanks for being a good and decent human being. A gentleman at heart. You'll surely be missed, but your legacy will certainly live on, he said in a tribute that was posted to Instagram. Williams was a pillar of strength at GC Foster, in addition to being a committed tutor. His persistent dedication to students' welfare, relentless attempts to promote physical education and sports, and sincere concerns for the well-being of the school community were very impressive. Education Minister Faber Williams said this is a very, very, very sad day for GC Foster College. News of the shooting death of the VP, Gibbs Williams, had left all stunned, shocked beyond words. We mourn with the family and the school community. Now, I went, because when them story are broken, you usually have people that say, yeah, well, we couldn't stand him. Enough of the youth, them never like him. And this, that, and the other. For this guy, all I saw was stuff like, no way. Anybody else but you. This can't be for real. Somebody said, I wonder if whoever killed this guy knows that this is a guy that would pay students school fees, do anything for make the picnic them not drop out of school, taking care of multiple children out of his own pocket, dedicate his time to tutoring children who are falling behind so they can go forward when they're on the brink of failure and dropping out. I wonder if they realize who they took away. I wonder if they realize what they just did. And you know what I've come to notice? I've come to notice, right? Life is so funny because check it. All the good that you do and all the accomplishments that you accomplish, a little dirty thinking, nobody, non-ambitious, disgraceful, even them mother shame of them father shame of them, don't even own them. Dirty thinking, 2 times more over kind of person can just walk up and just pull a trigger like that and take your life, right? And so many people are left impacted in the wake. Now, all the youth them that he was helping, you're not going to fill that void to go tutor them students that I was falling behind. I don't even think anybody else is going to fill that void. And the man make time out time, personal time to give back extra. You see what I'm saying? These are the kind of people, you know, I keep on calling it the people that continue to kill all the goose that lays the golden egg. We continue to kill the goose that lays the golden egg, man. Protect your youth. So youth, you have talent to not come. All right, you're not too, you're bright, you're bright. Don't tell yourself you're not bright, you're bright. You're just not used to this curriculum. So what do you need tutoring in? All right, maths, okay. May I get you in at the school, you know, and you can go up on the cricket team too because you have talent and I see you going far. You can use this and take yourself around the world. Have your child getting visa, flying out of the country, go Sri Lanka and all these other kind of places, go play cricket while studying. That's who wanna kill. That's who wanna kill. And none of y'all are gonna be able to replace him. When you kill somebody like this, you kill like a whole community. When you kill somebody like this, you kill off a whole community. When you kill somebody like this, you kill so much hope. Enough youth were hopeful. Enough youth benefited from what this guy gave from his heart. I seen somebody just say, this is a guy that loved this country. Yes. Love his country, looked out for his country. You know, a lot of these guys, they can leave too, you know. Them can leave. They can run for greener pastures too. They could be in the US making a salary that is 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 times the salary they get paid in Jamaica, you know. I want somebody to understand that. But they don't, because they stay. Because they're the ones that look around and say, well, if I don't do it, who else is going to do it? I think this is my calling to make my country a better place by empowering and educating the youth them and giving them opportunities to become progressive, productive adults. And at them people here are not kill. Jesus Christ, man. It's sad, man. It's sad. I can't even say may his soul rest in peace yet. Let me first say may his murder be solved first. Because I'm not resting on no rot in peace until them find out who killed me like this. And all I was trying to do was good. Right? Somebody say it looked like a hit. It definitely looked like a hit. It definitely looks like a hit. He was walking to his vehicle. Gunman pounced upon him alone, shoot up him alone, and disappear. Do I think there's a motive? Yeah. Vicky, you know, when I saw the article when the police investigative branch has said that they rule out robbery, I said to myself, say, well, I've seen people kill people for their positions. You're excelling. You're excelling. You're the head this. You're the vice principal. You're the head of the cricket team for Jamaica's under. This is not a cricket team just for a little school down a country where nobody not really hear about. Do you understand the magnitude of his position. This is the under 19 cricket team that represents the country. Yeah. So when you are succeeding and making steps and strides in life, my friend, it's sad, but sometimes the people them who want you out the way and start lust after what you have and some people don't even want what you have. Them just bad mind. Them just don't want to see you have it. That's the sad part about life, is that some people don't even want what you have. Them don't want it, you know? They don't want it. Because if they move you out of the way and they try to go get it for themselves, they would quit in the first day. Damn, I so hard enough to work for all that. Me nobody want it. No, sir. Me now wake up at no 3 o'clock every morning. I go bed 11 o'clock at night. So me not get no sleep. Me don't want that. Too much work that. Too much commitment. But they'll sit, instead of saying, yo, I admire you, man. I don't know how you do it. Because when you up, I'm under my blankets. I'm chilling. I respect that. Instead of them doing that, them prefer come kill you. Because them don't want to see you progress. No, him start look too flashy now. What you say? Him fly out? God no? Him fly out the whole team? What them there now? England? Yeah. Yeah. Happy for them. Ugh. Oh, them fly out again? What them there? Oh, Sri Lanka? Oh, happy for them. Some people want what you have. Don't mean you're going to get his position. Make no sense, Karen. That's why I explained, Karen, that sometimes they can't even get it. Sometimes they can't even get the position. Sometimes they don't even want it. They just hate to see you have it. And great responsibilities of that is the sacrifice that this man will bear, right? But people don't look at the sacrifices, they look at the rewards. Nobody looks at how hard you work to get what you want. Them just look at the things that you have. And then feel like, oh, you know, deserve it. Or me deserve better than that. Why? Me don't know because me look better than him. Me don't know because me just feel like me if you have things too. But you're not doing the work, are you? Serenity said Jamaica need a purge fast and quick. Boy, gunman is in control. I want to tell you. Gunman is in control. Now, here's the story that I wanted to share with you this morning, right? This story, before we even get into the drug dealer story, I could share. Because I want the drug dealer story to be profound. I went and did research, and I found from when he was on the run, and I found out how much kilos of coke, and I found out his right-hand person, which was a woman, and how she flipped on him, all kind of something. So we're going to go through theme story last. But here's another one right here. This one is about a brother that recently got sentenced to life in prison in Jamaica. And the first headline for him says, a bragger heads to prison. This is how he got caught. Then youth here kill people and then go brag about it, you know. They're killing. I could understand if you're killing people, but somewhere in your conscience, you know say wrong. So you hide and you hold it down. They brag. He was bragging to countless people. And me kill the man up the road there. You want to stripe so bad. And me kill him. Innocent man. So this bragger heads to prison was the first headline. So the Freedom of Manchester higgler, Siobhan Richards, has been suspended as he was convicted for murder last Friday. Richards, who, while being investigated for 2015 double murder, was now found to be the man who is responsible for also a 2013 contract killing of Artwell Alfonso Joseph. And he was found guilty of that slaying in the Manchester Parish Court. Joseph is a 48-year-old Guyanese businessman who had retired to Jamaica from Great Britain and he was the operator of a loan company in Manchester. He was shot during a home invasion at his McKinley Drive address during a robbery. There's a whole piece here on his wife and what she had to say. So, what I learned is that his wife is Jamaican, who ended up moving to the UK a long time ago. So she pretty much, become somewhat British. And her husband is from from Guyana. He's Guyanese. So he used to be in the UK also. Very successful businessman. At 40 something years old, he was thinking already about retirement, setting up life somewhere else. Mind you, my wife come from Jamaica, right? So they said, let's go to Jamaica and see, because he had never been there before. She said his first time in Jamaica, the man that said, oh, I'm definitely leaving the UK. This is it. This is where I'm gonna retire and live out the rest of my days. This is where I'm gonna run a successful company. This is where I want to move my business to. I can flourish on this island. I love it. He was just in love with Jamaica, just awestruck with Jamaica. According to Joseph's wife, who was a witness at the trial, she was in our bedroom when she heard a voice. Where the money there? She said she heard her husband, who was in the living room, say, honey, call the police. Right when he said that, she heard 2 explosions. Bam, bam. And upon investigating, she run go look because she hear bang, bam. And upon investigating, she saw 2 masked men in her living room, and her husband was laying on the ground unresponsive. She said that she then headed towards the outside because she was trying to run to get away from the house. Same time, one of the robbers then point a gun at her and said, lady, where you are go? While he was following her, walking down on her. She said in turning around to answer, where me I go? She saw Richard, the guy who just shot her husband. By this time, he was brazen. Him take off the mask. Show him whole face. Now, you know at this point you feel like me dead. Because I just killed my husband. Him point the gun and say, where me I go? Me stop run because I didn't want him shoot me in my back. Turn around and him take off his mask. That means you're not going to be alive at the end of this. As she was turning around to answer, where you are go? Him take off his mask. She said she told him, I don't care if you kill me. I am going to get help for my husband. She raised an alarm while continuing on her way out the door. Ross. So she never cowered down. She said, you have to go shoot me. I go out the door. You shoot him, I go get help for him. She must really love her husband. Because, it's survival. Because the average woman would have been like, you don't see anything you want. And start unbutton. You don't see nothing where you don't see nothing where you want. Nobody kill me, She ran to the door and she started screaming loud, which alerted the neighbors. And the neighbors, because of where they were living, nothing like that, not going around here, so the neighbors started responding. And the 2 men get afraid and run. But she recognized him face. According to prosecution, Richard later bragged to an acquaintance of his that, I give me some money if you kill the man there in Manchester, And the man even carry me, go show me which part of the house there. Say him and his wife live up there. The Crown said, fortuitously, during the investigation into the shooting death of 2 brothers, O'Shane Levy, 21, and 27-year-old Anthony Bailey off Highway Drive, Greenvale, in May of 2015, the acquaintance, upon learning that Richard had been taken into custody for those 2 murders, told the police about his boast that he had been the one who got paid to kill the man up at Manchester as well. So they arrested him on that double murder first. And once he was arrested, his friend who he bragged to that him get pay if he kill them, the friend go tell the police, say, yo, say him just confess to me, say him get pay if he carry out that hit there. I don't know if it's true, but gonna do no investigation. Remember, the lady already saw his face because him remove his mask. That's how brazen he was. But watch this. He was sentenced, or he is to be sentenced sometime soon. Now, in the meantime, Richard is scheduled to also stand trial for the killing of the two brothers at a later date, right? Check it. This brother, I don't even know why I say brother, but this guy, some people don't have no conscience. Some people are demonic, walking in flesh. He's sentenced. Contract killer gets life in prison for 2013 murder. Manchester Higler Shavana Richard, who's while under probe for the 2015 slaying of the two brothers, was found guilty to be the triggerman in the 2013 contract killing of British citizen Artwell Alfonso Joseph. Some of you who've been following these stories from a while back, you might have remembered Artwell Alfonso Joseph when the killing went down. It was a big deal because it was a British citizen that had moved to the island. Jamaicans get killed every day. We're kind of used to that. But when a person who is seen as a tourist or a foreigner that just moved there gets gunned down, it's kind of a big deal because usually they're not targeted. Well, the 48-year-old Joseph had retired to Jamaica from Britain with his wife, and he was shot in the home invasion September of 2013 by Richards and another assailant who is reportedly still on the run. Richards is not saying who his other assailant is. That person is still free. Supreme Court Judge Justice Grace Henry Mackenzie is sentencing Richard to life behind bars with eligibility for parole after 34 years has been served and 7 months. On Friday, said that the murder had all the hallmarks of a contract killing and was akin, in her view, to capital murder. Capital murder includes murder for hire. It includes murder in the course of certain felonies, burglary, robbery, arson, sexual offenses. If you're doing any of those and you commit murder during it, that's capital murder. Murder of a member of a specified class of persons acting in the course of their duties. Security forces, soldier, police, correctional officers, judicial officers, or a person carrying out their constabulary functions. If you murder witnesses, juror, justice of the peace, or if you commit multiple murders. Capital punishment remains on the book in Jamaica, but it may only apply in certain aggravated murder convictions. There have been no executions since 1988 in Jamaica. So all those that I just described, those are supposed to come with a capital punishment. Capital punishment is the death penalty. Another word to make it sound good, capital punishment, is death penalty. Them I talk about. Nobody has been executed in Jamaica since 1988. Even though, a lot of us say, put it back on the books. Start execute them again. Write it into law. Well, it never left. It's always been there. They just don't use it. And they haven't used it since 1988. I think in some cases, it should be used. But I think Jamaica is trying to not use it at all. Now, this is the gripping story right here because this one is called The Widow's Tale. She's talking about everything she encountered that specific night. For months and years after Artwell Alfonso Joseph was murdered in his Manchester home, the face of the killer, Shavano Richards, haunted his widow. That became even harder to handle when she remembers how Richards swaggered through the house as if he owned it. And after he shot Joseph to death, he spat on him. So that boy are not too bright, right? So here you are in custody. DNA swab, you murder the man, and then you spit on him. That sounds very personal. That sounds very personal, but you're dumb too because you left your DNA at the scene. Right. Murder the man, spit on him. The lady said, if you see him at home, I walk through our house like him own our house. 10 years later, following his conviction and sentence of life behind bars, which he was just sentenced 2 days ago, with eligibility for parole after 30 years and 7 months, the still grieving British national said that her memories are stained with the horror of that September 19, 2013 night, and the prime actor in that movie saga, this guy. She said that night when he came in, he had this swagger. I just couldn't get my head around it. How somebody could brutally murder someone and it was like nothing to them. I couldn't understand how this gentleman had just murdered my husband and he walked around my house like he owned it. I could never forget that feature, his mannerisms, everything about him. This is what the wife, a British national of Jamaican descent, told the Jamaica Observer during their interview. She said that her husband, who set foot in Jamaica for the first time in 1997, he had stubbornly fell in love with the tropical island and he could not be convinced to leave, resulting in their decision to make their retirement home in Manchester. Them warned him. She warned him. Shit ain't all it's cracked up to be. It's murderous here. Y'all come here, come to business. Your life can be in jeopardy. This, that, and the other. Nothing could convince this man to left. Him said, this is it. So she said, all right, we're packing up and we're moving to Jamaica. And she said it wasn't long before they got a taste of the other side of life in Jamaica. They robbed us in 2012, but my husband fought off the robbers. A year to that date, they came back and they murdered him. I bet you that same boy there. According to the wife, a feeling of unease that she could not shake dogged her shortly before the events of that night unfolded. She said, I told my husband, I said, Fonso, something bad is going to happen to us, but I could never imagine that it was going to be that. The night of the incident, the driver dropped home Alfonso. He came into the room to me and we discussed what had happened throughout the workday, normal couple stuff. And then he went into the living room to listen to some music and wind down from his busy day. Now, while I was in the room, that's when she heard, where the money there? So I called out. I said, who is that? Then I hear fighting. I hear cups breaking, things turning over. And then he shouts out, call the police. Soon as he said that, I heard, bow, bow. 2 explosions. Her voice heavy, her face crumpling, tears. That's when she said Richard charged towards her bedroom door, demanding her, lady, where the money there? I said, you can't go anywhere in the house. And anywhere you see money, you can take it. But I'm going to see what happened to my husband. Throughout the whole process, I was calm and collected until I kneeled down beside my husband. And that's when I screamed. I knew he was gone because his eyes were open, but they were just glazed over. No movement, no nothing. I knew he wasn't alive, she said, almost on a whimper. Still determined to get help for her husband, she said she headed out the door, going outside, only to be stopped by Richards, who had by this time completely removed his mask. You know, say, I'm big idiot. You went in the people them house, you killed the man, right? You hacked and spit on him, you left DNA. You don't know if there's a surveillance system in there, you remove your mask. Them people here, these are animals. These are animals. Still determined, yo, the woman are brave, your frig. Still determined to get help for her husband. She said she headed out the door, only to be stopped by Richard, who by this time had fully removed his mask. And he stood up in front of me. And him said, lady, where y'all go? I said, I'm going to get help for my husband, and you can kill me if you want to. And I turned my back and I walked. And then I screamed. And the scream set off an alarm through the community. And then the police came sometime later. She said in 2015, the call she had prayed for came. Richards had been caught. According to the police, during the investigation into the shooting deaths of the two brothers, O'Shane Levy, 21, and his brother, 27-year-old Anthony, off highway, we talked about that part there already. One of his acquaintances came in and told the police that he bragged that somebody reportedly gave him money to go kill the man up in Manchester, and even took the individual to the house where Joseph and his wife had lived. He described me to his acquaintances to the detail. He described my husband. They knew inside of our house exactly what the house looked like inside, the whole layout of our house. I'd never seen this man in my life until that night. But whoever it was that paid him, this is what I want to know, Channel F. The Channel F, that's what I want to know, because he had a complete layout, and the description that he gave, the person, in friend described exactly what he said to the police. The police took note. So when she read it, that was a perfect description of her. It was a perfect description of her husband, and a perfect description of the way their place was laid out. Same got there already. So somebody who had access to their house took him there already, showed him the outlay of the house and everything. He described me to his acquaintance to a detail. He described my husband, and they knew inside of our house exactly. They knew exactly what the house looked like. I've never seen this man in my life until that night. An identification parade brought her face to face again with this man who had killed her husband, whom his wife described as an exceptional man, very exceptional, and he was dearly loved, and he dearly loved us. When they let the prisoners in, I walked along. When I saw him, my heart dropped. My heart dropped. I could not forget that face, because he walked through my house and presented himself in front of me without a mask, like he was showing off. Like, look at me. And this is what troubled me for years, the cold callousness of his behavior. I asked the accused to step forward, and I remembered his face. I remembered his profile, and I identified him because for months and years, his face haunted me. Such was his disposition that the widow said that he totally eclipsed his accomplice. In other words, she don't even remember what the accomplice looked like, because he was so brazen, and the way that he did it, that face just burnt into her mind. She couldn't even remember who else she see with him. I did a second ID parade, but I could not remember the second person's face. But the one who pulled the trigger, he came up in my face. When the trial began in May this year, Joseph returned to the island, anxious to see the justice be brought tooth and nail for dispensed. She don't live there. She returned to Jamaica just for the trial. I would not let it go. My family feared for me. You imagine your family telling you, boy, just let it go, because, you know, Jamaica that, your daddy fight it, next thing you know, you get murdered too. And this happened to a lot of people, you know, and them run go foreign and they don't fight it, and the killers walk and they murder again. She says, I would not let it go. She wants justice for her husband. When I was leaving for Jamaica, there was just a peace that came over me. I didn't fear anything. The British Home Office said, Mrs. Joseph, you are not going to get security. So nobody came with me. Nobody wanted to come. They said I should not come. I had my mom in tears for weeks, thinking that they were going to murder me over there. And I said to them, Jamaica is my home, and I know I am covered, and I will come for the duration of this case. Facing Richards in court now, she said, flooded her heart with pity. I ventured into the courtroom and I looked at him in his face, and the only thing I could feel was pity. I looked at him and I just pitied him. And I thought, you sad human being, that he could be so cold and so callous to a fellow human being. And over money, little bit of money. On the last day when the unanimous verdict came, I said, thank you, Jesus. You delivered me after 10 years. I knew I was going to get justice because Fonso wouldn't harm a soul. I knew I was going to get victory. I have faith in the Jamaican justice system. There's more to Jamaica than sea and sand. There is justice in Jamaica. I am a prime witness of that, she said. Asked why, many people would beg to differ because, some people are saying true the British pounds and a true did. He was a British citizen and all this, but if you ask many Jamaicans, all know them can't get no justice. That's why them go kill the boy, we kill them brother, and kill the boy, we kill them father, and kill boy because but for her, justice exists in Jamaica, and she certainly got her justice. Pity. Dion Ricketts, pity. It's funny, but sometimes I don't remember when we did I watch the other day. And I'm looking at the killer, actually, and I did feel pity. I was like, I feel sorry for him. Oh, I was looking at the Wine W. Melly trial, and I was looking at Melly in court. And Melly has been locked up since he was 19. It's a very popular trial that's going on now. It was supposed to start today, but his lawyers pulled a rabbit out the hat. And now the starting date been pushed forward to a week while they have to address some accusations that came up. Now, if you want to follow that case, go over to the other channel, which is SouFLoTV, and follow us over there. We've been on it all weekend because the developments keep on coming there in court today. But I looked at that brother, he's 24 years old now. And he's been locked up since he was 19. And I look at him, and I look at how long his hair grew in prison. I look at all the stuff they said he was doing behind bars. I listen to people like OG Percy, them talk about life behind bars and the stuff that people don't tell you and all this other stuff. And I'm looking at the youth, I look at him, I don't know, I just feel pity. And although I was saying, damn, his two friends who he allegedly killed, they deserve justice. They were teenagers themselves. But the cold, callous way that you did it, allegedly, that's wicked. But then me look upon him, and me just feel sorry for him. Here you are at 24, facing the death penalty. Here you are at 24. You've already been locked up for 4.5, going 5 years, and you're only 24. Audrey writes him look like a demon. Me no feel sorry for him at all. That's what me no feel sorry for him sometimes, is the fact that he's always laughing and smiling. But you know what? I know the loudest person in the room is probably the softest motherfucker in the room. Okay? And pardon my language. And the person who pretends to be the toughest or act like they don't care, them care the most. They hurt the most from it. When somebody says, "Man, a business, it don't bother me at all," and them hurt, them hurt to the core. So he putting on a facade, doing all that, grinning, and keep on talking about, I'm coming home. Hey, if him come home, but it's gonna be on technicalities. I don't think it's gonna be on not guilty. But anyway, back to this. You do end up feeling sorry for some of these people, and you question yourself why. After such a wicked act, why would I feel sorry for you? She asks, why would anyone want my husband dead? It was robbery. They came for money. When they robbed us before, they got money. So they came back for more money. You hear that? When they robbed us before, remember when she said they were fighting? Yeah, and fight off the robber them, but they got money. And so they came back for more money. Now, despite the loss of her partner in a place he loved, without reservation, she said she harbored no bitter feelings towards Jamaica at all. Venturing into Jamaica, this is going to sound strange, but it hugged me up. Jamaica hugged me up. Jamaica has been put on media platforms to say that they are only murderers and thieves and very unsavory people who will encounter you when you come here. I have lived here on and off for 35 years, and Jamaica is one of the most beautiful countries I have ever experienced in my life. The people are exceptionally nice, helpful, and accommodating. They've stereotyped Jamaica, making people believe that everybody is unapproachable, that the justice system doesn't exist. But I am an example. I fought for justice for my husband for 10 years, and I had no intentions of giving up because I believe in the justice system in Jamaica and I believe in my representatives. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the head of the prosecution strategically governing a team to get me victory after 10 years. Joseph's widow, who has been receiving therapy to help her cope with the loss of her husband because he was murdered right there where she was, shared that after the sentence was handed down to Richards last Friday, a word of advice in her parting shot. From here, I ask God to guide me and lead me to where He wants me to be. But the one thing I would like to tell the world, have faith in Jamaica's justice system. You will get it. Supreme Court Judge Gracie Henry Mackenzie on Friday in sentencing Richard to life in prison with eligibility for parole after 34 years and 7 months said that the murder had all the hallmarks, we went over that already, of a contract killing. Murder by any stretch of the imagination is a very serious offense. A life has been lost. A life has been cut short. The impact has been devastating. The family of Mr. Joseph will never be able to enjoy his company ever again. She also noted that murder has escalated in recent times in Mandeville, and this kind of contract killing murder thing is now everywhere in Jamaica. You know, she get her justice, and she happy so she get her justice. But there are a lot of Jamaicans, and I feel what she's saying too, because I'm caught between a rock and a hard place too. I told you all this before, right? I said Jamaica is my heaven and hell. Jamaica is my heaven and hell, cause look at the things that happen there. Look at the things that happen there, but then look at what is there as well. So I don't want people to watch these videos and be like, Jesus Christ, I'll never go to Jamaica. Oh, somebody said they need to carpet bomb that place. What? They need to carpet bomb that place. Just fly over it and just drop bombs. I said, what are you talking about? So what about the children, the innocent children? What about the elderly that has nothing to do with nothing? What about the good people that are there? I don't think Jamaica got any good people in it. I said, wow. Wow. You're there far and too long. You're calling for them to carpet bomb Jamaica. And this is why I would never go back SouFLo. Them to bomb it out. Carpet bomb it. I don't know if y'all understand what carpet bombing is. Carpet bombing is when they start from one end and just bomb, 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 boom, 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 boom. Drop bombs all the way across to the other end. Wipe that off the face of the earth and reconstruct. This person said I was going to use the MRF word, but this person is a Jamaican that has not been back in a long time. Carpet bomb it. So these things do make us look bad on an international front, but let's be realistic. We know these things happen everywhere else. We're just concerned because that's our place, right? But we're not blind. We're not going to sit over here and act like Jamaica is the only place that these things happen and it needs to be wiped off the map. She got her justice, and some people do get their justice. Now we can say rest in peace to her husband. He's gone. Nothing can bring him back. And justice was served with a life sentence. Don't use these videos though. I don't want nobody come talk about every time I watch one of your videos, SouFLo, me not lie, me feel like me not go back to Jamaica again. And on my video, make you do that. I keep sending the same message because they love to leave them comments on my videos. Every time I watch it, thanks for the update, bro. For the ones who keep leaving that, thanks for the update, bro. Thanks for the information. After watching that, I'm sure I'm not going back to Jamaica no time soon. You didn't watch my video. You never watched my video. If I'm doing crime stories about the US, you hear, right? You're not running? Don't use these to judge the whole Jamaica. Because I'm telling you right now, as sad as this story is, there's a whole lot more joy on that little island of Jamaica there. I'm telling you already, when my plane land, me feel like no one kiss ground. I feel like a burden is lifted off me. I'm not saying nothing bad about America. I'm just saying where I live in America, I have a lot of responsibility. You know, man always have to work and always have to move and always have to on to the next thing and so much different stuff going on. And when I'm there in Jamaica, it's like, slow down. Chill. You look like a mad foreigner. my cousin, tell my cousin come pick me up 10 o'clock. My cousin show up 10:45. I lie, him show up 11:45. Tell him come pick me up 10. Him show up 11:45. I was pissed. I'm fuming. I say, you see? This right, that's all. That's why I know. That's why. Hear him. Him say, cuz, you're mad. Me say, yes. Him say, you're upset because me never show up on time. Me say, yes. Him say, boy, you have to slow down, man, and get into the rhythm. You know, the island rhythm. And then I looked around me, and that's what it was. Wasn't nobody killing up themselves. Oh, I got to be here by this time. I got to go there by that time. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to see this person. I have to see that person. The average Jamaican probably wake up and think I'm going to work today. And that's all I have to give today. After that, it's some me time. I want to laugh, sit down with some people, enjoy life. Work is necessary, but enjoying life is necessary too. That's the message that Jamaica keeps on sending me. Stop. Slow down. Breathe deep. You see how the place is pretty? Go stop, climb up on this. So. Look over there. You see water? You see how the place is beautiful? Watch the breeze, how the breeze run through the grass. Yeah. There's a whole lot of good in Jamaica, and there's a whole lot of good people there as well. So don't make nobody talk, make you feel like it's just a society full of beer, psycho, and crazy people, and you're going to be harmed. One thing I know is this. The more we run away from Jamaica is the more foreigners run to Jamaica. Don't let that go over your head. The more we run away is the more foreigners run to it. It's got to be good there. All right. One more story for the morning now. And we have enough time to do it because we'll be done in 15 minutes. This is our last 15 minutes. Here's a story that I want to be as an example. Me use them story here for example because I was raised in Miami, Florida during the crack epidemic time, cocaine cowboy era. A lot of friends left school to go sling dope. We used to do out-of-town trips transporting dope. Made a lot of money. Got caught up in other things, murder, prison time, deported, mash up them life, all kind of something. So I use these stories as an example because you see, when you're riding high, this life feels so good. When you have money where you can dash for like the thousands and it just come right back like this feels so good, right? But the end is always tragic as hell. Let's start out with when he was first arrested. The first article of him came in 2014 when he was arrested. Seeing? First, there was a record-breaking drug bust. Record-breaking drug bust in Albany, New York, worth $3 million. In the city of Albany, is Albany a state? Well, there is no shame in being number one. That kind of goes without saying. Recently, a drug bust went down in Albany area where the contents seized by police were worth over $3 million. The Time Union is calling this bust the Capital Region's largest drug bust seizure ever. DEA task force members have been tracking Jamaican citizen O'Neal Mackenzie, which led them to this giant bust. Mackenzie remains a fugitive, but a suspected female accomplice of his was arrested 2 months ago on federal drug charges. The case broke open October 4th when a task force watched Mackenzie pick up boxes at a storage locker in Rensselaer. It's unclear from court records why the DEA had actually zoned in on Mackenzie. Now, after he left the facility in a Jeep Grand Cherokee that afternoon, federal agents obtained a search warrant to enter the same locker room they had just seen him go into. And when they opened it, they found 106 kilograms of marijuana first. As the DEA took steps to search the locker, other task force members followed Mackenzie as he drove his SUV across the Hudson River into Albany. Now, at the time, the DEA was unsure of Mackenzie's identity. In Albany, Mackenzie walked away from the Jeep after being approached by Albany police who were unaware that the vehicle itself contained more drugs, but had been asked by the police force to help identify the suspect. So them run up on him, and them ask him if him know this person. You know this guy? This person looks familiar to you? Him said no. They're asking him to help them identify the suspect. And him them I look for. The police have no actual arrest, but they have a bunch of cocaine and marijuana, and it seems like a fair trade-off when asked, who would this O'Neal Mackenzie resort to selling these drugs? Why would O'Neal Mackenzie resort to selling these drugs? My only guess can be that it's a Jeep thing. That's what he said. I think they were playing with him. This is what they asked him right here, right? They asked him, showed him a picture and asked him, do you know this guy? And he said, no. They said, well, this guy's selling a lot of drugs out here. Why would this guy be seen from the police start like that with me? I'm gone like you see it. They don't have to catch me running, right? Why are you asking me this? Why you are asking me why would this guy be selling lots of drugs? Him stand up there and answer them. Him say, well, I don't know. The only guess I have is that it could be a Jeep thing. A Jeep thing. Anyhow, fast forward, and then come his arrest. Feds arrest fugitive Jamaican O'Neal Mackenzie in a record bust. You don't need to listen to the story all the way through because let this be a deterrent. A fugitive who had been wanted since October for his reputed role in the largest drug bust in the Capital Region history was caught in Brooklyn, New York. O'Neal Mackenzie, 29 years old, a Jamaican national, was arrested Wednesday by members of the New York, New Jersey Regional Fugitive Task Force, the U.S. Marshal Services, after he was spotted driving a Mercedes-Benz SUV at the Rockaway Parkway Avenue and Avenue N in Brooklyn's Canarsie section. Mackenzie was carrying $300,000 in cash on him, according to a person with knowledge of the investigation. 300,000. I guarantee you right now, if I go through this whole comment section or this whole chat room, very few in here, if any, have 300,000 US just put on. So he was driving around with this. That's what I'm telling you. This life right here, it feels good. It feels good. He's accused of using an Albany woman to help him import large shipments of cocaine and marijuana that together had a street value estimated at more than $3 million. The record haul came after U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration agents monitored Mackenzie's use of that storage facility. Investigators arrested the alleged accomplice. Her name was Deandra Forney. Mackenzie was arraigned in the U.S. District Court in Brooklyn on the charge of possession with intent to distribute more than 5 kilograms of cocaine. U.S. Marshals and DEA agents had been hunting Mackenzie since the arrest warrant was issued. The case included the Albany, the Brooklyn divisions of the Regional Fugitive Task Force, the Albany DEA office, the U.S. Marshal Service, Foreign Field Office in Kingston, Jamaica, Albany County prosecutors, and New York police. You see how much people depend on you? Huh? Do you see how many people are on you? Why you would have choose this life? This case included about 5-6 different law enforcement agencies that were on him, including even in Jamaica, they were setting up for him. This case represents the hard work and dedication of several law enforcement agencies to bring a dangerous fugitive to justice, said U.S. Marshals for the Northern District of New York in statement. According to the federal complaint, undercover agents saw a person pick up 11 packages at the UPS store and drop them off at a storage unit at Maybe's Moving and Storage. Just after noon the next day, they were watching the storage facility, and lo and behold, who showed up? And he was the one that had also rented the unit, and he arrived in his Jeep. The agent followed Mackenzie as he stopped at a townhouse apartment, 6707 Oak Hill Circle in North Greenbush, and then he drove to Albany, where he approached two men. Two Albany police officers then confronted Mackenzie, who they said dropped his car keys into the engine compartment of a nearby car with a raised hood. You know why I'm dropping car key them in there? Because the police are going to say, you know this guy? Said, no, I don't know him. Are you know? Did you just come out of that vehicle? Because remember they were trailing the vehicle. I guess he got away ahead from them and come out of the vehicle, and by the time them reached the block, he was already outside the vehicle. That's your vehicle right there? Did you? No. All they had to do is dip in your pocket and then pull out the key and go so boop boop. Oh, that's not your vehicle? Why is the key in your pocket? You're the guy we just saw, right? So seeing them coming, he dropped the keys in the engine of a car. That was, yo, them kind of para-life, yo. No, sir. Hear me, man. McDonald's is hiring. Burger King is hiring. Amazon is hiring. UPS is hiring. Walmart, Winn-Dixie, Publix, always hiring. I could tell you so many places that I will work before I try any of them something. Yeah. And I know somebody is going to be like, I call you soft, man. You don't have the hard feet and big risk being big reward. Yeah, okay. Big risk being big pain. Big, you know, people always say that, right? Big risk bring big reward. You have to have the heart for this. No. I have the heart to put on a uniform and go to combat. And I'll take my chances there. I don't want to have no heart for this. Because ain't nothing good coming out of this. They're going to either kill me in the streets or I'm going to be in prison. I squidge up my bottom. Mama say, lock your ass cheeks tight. Don't let nobody get in it. No, get off me. I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm good. I don't want to be in there fighting with nobody over my parts. So at the time, the police had not been able to tie Mackenzie to any of the drugs. But after he drove away, you see that? Him have no sense neither. From them come up to you and talk to your brother. You should have known that you were under surveillance. The man waited till them left, or he thought they left, and he took the keys out of the hood of the other vehicle and drove away. After he drove away, the police dog alerted officers to the probable presence of drugs inside the vehicle. DEA agents obtained a search warrant and they found 56 kilos of marijuana packed in boxes inside of that vehicle. And the complaint says that soon after, agents raided the North Greenbush townhouse apartment where he had stopped before he went to Albany, where Forney had allegedly delivered packages to Mackenzie, the woman. She told the investigators that for 3 years she worked for him. And for 3 years, every time she picked up a package for him, she was paid $1,000 for each pickup. At the apartment, DEA agents said that they found 60 kilograms of cocaine as well. That brother had that roll heavy. You know what kind of links you have to touch 60 keys? 60 keys. Not 6 keys, not 16 keys, 60 keys. Man, that's 40 kilos short of 100 keys. 60 keys. That's why he was able to be riding around with $300,000 cash on him. That's his getaway money. They found 60 kilos packaged in boxes and buckets. And a few days later, authorities said the task force then seized 200 more pounds of marijuana from another UPS deposit in Lathan, which they said they believe would have been delivered to Mackenzie if they didn't intercept it. The cocaine itself was valued at $2 million wholesale price. You know, if you break that down street value-wise, smaller is a whole lot more. It is the single biggest cocaine seizure in the Capital Region's Albany County history. Now, here's the sad part, and this is how we're going out this morning. Today's news. This was just printed, October 9th, 2023. Foreign Ministry to review report of a Jamaican that is hospitalized amid report of New Hampshire prison beating. It is said that they beat the brother severely and he was in bad condition. A Jamaican man living in Brooklyn, which is the same guy, New York, has been hospitalized amid reports that he was beaten by guards while he was serving his 188-month sentence in the New Hampshire prison. O'Neal Mackenzie, who was convicted for possession with intent to distribute large quantities of cocaine and marijuana, was recently paid a wellness visit by Jamaica's Consul General to New York, Allison Wilson. First of all, the Channel F, you know it go already. First of all, right, if you are the plug for 60 kilos of coke and 200 plus 100, that's 300 pounds of weed, you the man. That means that you know where 1,000 there. That's somebody's stuff. That's somebody, and a film stuff that, that's somebody's stuff that. But when you one of the people who can get rid of it, the plug will have you like that, right? Now, you know, when you lose that, they don't care about your excuses. I heard one man say, if you lose my drugs, you better be doing a life sentence in prison behind it. Because anyhow you lose my drugs and you walking free, head I gonna roll. Your head I gonna roll. Because there's no way you should be out after you got caught with that much stuff. So you either gave my stuff to somebody else to sell for you and come back and tell me about you lose it, or you're working with police against me. So either way is a dangerous thing to be in. Now, Wilson visited Mackenzie at the New Hampshire State Prison. It's funny I don't know if this is protocol that the Jamaica's consulate general in New York would visit a convicted drug dealer from Jamaica. Wayne said the cartel got to him wicked. Wilson visited Mackenzie at the New Hampshire State Prison for Men in Concord, New Hampshire, after his mother appealed to Jamaica's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade on learning that her son was in need of medical attention. The Consul General said that a report on Mackenzie's condition was prepared for submission to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, but that she could not disclose her findings as the ministry has to review the report first. She told the Gleaner, however, that Mackenzie is currently in a hospital and he is not in the prison. She also understands that the Consulate General is waiting word from Chris Sununu, which is the governor of New Hampshire, after they made contact with him concerning Mackenzie's condition. Mackenzie was convicted by a jury after a 3-day trial in 2018, and more than 15 years sentence was imposed. Him get off light too. But 60 kilos of coke, 300 pounds of weed, and you get 15 years. Judge May A.D. Angostino also imposed a 5-year supervised probation for after he does his 15 years. So he really got sentenced to 20, but he'll do 15 in prison, and he's supposed to do 5 supervised after he got out. The court was told that his trial, that on October back in 2013, Mackenzie was found in possession of the 60 kilos of coke in an apartment and all the other drugs. The drugs were allegedly found in the Jeep as well that he was driving at the time of his arrest. He is now 37 years old. What the lesson is, he was 29 when this all started, right? He's 37 today. He was 29, making a whole lot of money, living fast, enjoying life. Here you are at 37, getting beat into unconsciousness, begging, somebody please rescue me. You see how it turned out? And prison doesn't necessarily just mean so you go to prison and you sit down and you do your time. Everybody knows that American prisons are rife for all kinds of stuff. Man-on-man rape, homosexuality is rampant in there. If you're not down with the swirl or you're not into that, you might find yourself compromised. Them love shank up people in there. I seen one guy who was a hitman for some people. Me not even want to call them people a name, but he was a hitman for some people, some very powerful people, cartel people, vibes. And the man described how an order came down one morning that he's going to court, the same time a defendant was going to court, and that defendant was going to testify against them boss. It was his duty to make sure he doesn't testify. The man said them send down a poker. He said the poker was about this long. They asked him how you carried it. The man said push it up in a body. He said it was so long, right, that when I pushed it up, they wrap it in a plastic or something, saran and stuff. And he said when I keistered it and I pushed it up, it was poking out of my belly up here. Way at the top of my belly. He said it was that long. It was poking out at the top of my belly, like under your chest. I find your body was under your chest, you know. And they said, damn, you're dedicated. He says, nah, because if I didn't do it, if I didn't kill him, they was going to kill me. Because I was the only one on that bus with him. You know, them pile of people, I said, okay, y'all going to court today. He sees the judge at 9, you see the judge at 11, you see him at, everybody go on the same bus, shackle and chain up, strip search, all that. He said, I poked it up, I put it up there so good that when they did the whole squat, cough, and whatever, it didn't slide out. May I say, God, that's not the life for me. That is definitely not the life for me. I don't want to be forcing nothing up in my body hole. And then to have to go kill somebody. He said when he saw the guy, he had one, like a little break of time where he could get to him. So he squat and he pulled the shank out and it was shitty. And he was about to hit him with the shitty shank, right? And something happened and they all got turned back and had to go back on the bus, and nobody ended up seeing the judge that day. And he said, I had to put that shit back in my ass. I'm like, yo. So then I asked him, said, so after you had done, like after you had killed them, what you thought the outcome was gonna be? He said, they're gonna lock me up. Because when you do something like that, them carry you outside of the prison and then re-arrest you and then bring you back inside and run you through the whole process again. But he was like, I'm a lifer anyways. Or at the time, he thought he was a lifer anyway. So that's what he had to do. He was ready to do it. He said, man, putting that shit back up in there that second time, it was hard going in there the first time, but putting it back up in there that second time, I was like, oh, and it was shitty already too. I got shit all over my hands, and I'm like, oh my God. I listen to these people talk, and that's enough to deter me. That's enough to make me know, say. Sometimes I do. I'm constipated. And the way how they do the feel like say me I give birth, because I watch Shakira them give birth, you know. I say, me not built like that. I'm not built like that. So, how? Me figure the opposite direction now. All with sitting where look like this long. When you reach down here, so it end up all up on my chest here. Whoo! So I use this as a deterrent this morning to tell big stupid people, because some of you are grown as hell, but you're being tempted. You know, you have the one brethren that will say, yo, me make 2 run already, you know. Yeah, man, I make 20 grand each run. Come for the next run, brother. You can make some money too. It's a 10 grand for a run. Don't do it. Don't do it. Go take a second job. You'll be tired, but you'll be sleeping at home in your bed where you don't have to push up nothing in your body wall. Don't do it. All right? We're going to left it right this morning. Good luck to him. A month ago, his mother, Gwendolyn Wilson, told Jamaica media that her son was beaten by the guards and he was on life support. And she's not getting in touch with him. So I don't know, little beating him get. You hear that? And she's not getting in touch with him. Well, mama, if you're on life support, you can't get in touch with him. They appealed to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade to take action to have her son moved to a hospital in New York. I want to tell you something. This is what happened to Peter Tosh's son in the U.S. as well. Peter, go look it up. Peter Tosh's son, who eventually passed away, this man got caught carrying a whole bunch of weed, and he said to them he's a Rasta man, and weed is his sacrament, his holy sacrament. These people don't want to hear that from you. You went across state lines. Right now, if I have a marijuana card in Florida, and them catch me across the state line and me end up in a Georgia, them gone with me if me have a little bit of herbs. So that happened to him. And he was like, he was going to his concert and he carried enough to keep him lasting on tour. Then put him in prison. They tried him. They found him guilty. They sentenced him. And a man beat out him brains in there, bust him head, split him head, and beat him out in there, end up on life support. Then he became a vegetable before he passed. It was sad. He became a vegetable before he passed. Them let him out, a compassionate release into the care of his family. And his family watched him dwindle away. So now hear what me I say. If your body hole no make house things, this ain't what you want to be doing. Everybody be out here killing and me a bad man, this and nobody can't tell me nothing. Yeah, until you're reaching a one of them place here and you don't have no clout and no pull, and one of them big Yankee boy there that just got hit with 25 years and don't care about life no more because him only depend him 5th year and him have 20 to go, and him extremely frustrated. And he been working out, bench pressing 400 pounds for the last 2 years. Him ready for you. Big King Kong them out throwing our cell with. And then act like they don't know what happened to you. After the man have you around up on a hot backers. And you know, shame and care and look by yourself in the mirror no more. Yo, vice grip business. Yo, I feel sorry for the brother still, but John no star. According to his mother, the television news clip her son took issues with how he was being treated by the guards, which led to him being beaten by the guards after threatening that he was going to file a report against the guards about how they were a prisoner there, brother. And worse, you're an immigrant. All over a prison. And they know just where to bring you inside the prison and beat out your ass with no camera and no catch nothing. She said her son had not been fed and he was without needed medication. And a social media post by Mackenzie's sister indicated that she went through hell to be able to see her brother. And she said that she was denied access to seeing him. His mother, in her television news interview, appealed to the Foreign Affairs Ministry to act please to save her son's life. Let me end this video this morning by saying this. Rest in peace to Miss Ruby, my granny. My granny used to say, see, no make no friend carry you go which part them can't carry you come back from. Yeah. So me not follow nobody go nowhere. Me see trouble, me sidestep it. I don't need to touch the stove to know so the stove hot and it burn people. From me see it burn your hand, I'm not going over there. I saw me learn. With that said, take heed. I don't want to have to be over here talking about any of you. Remember, karma is very real. So think about the things you do before you do them. Because when karma come, whooping that ass, you can act like you don't know what it's all about all you want to. It's still going to be whooping that ass. All right? Have a wonderful day, people. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. I appreciate you greatly for being here this morning. Keep a smile on your face and keep a light spirit. Life is short. Ain't none of us making it out of here alive. I'm out. Peace.